Les faces off against chaos as a wild woman storms in demanding her money, leading to a bizarre showdown where even the pawn shop floor becomes her stage.
I couldn't pay you. I don't get all the mother questions. I get my money.
You know names.
Let me tell you all my stuff.
You ain't did nothing. You don't come back.
Yeah, we don't be back. You and your people.
I can put up with a lot, but that woman cannot call me that. Who walks up to one of the cars and pulls out her boobs and starts rubbing on the car?
Les, the owner of the pawn shop, greets a guest who brings Detroit Bicentennial cards. However, the excitement fizzles out when they realize the cards aren't worth as much as they'd hoped online.
$50 less. Shake on it. Give me a minute. No problem.
Got an ad you can show me?
So mommy is the food.
Les Gold faces off with a cheerful, plump customer aiming to sell a watch for his wife's anniversary. Les, ever witty, discovers it's their anniversary too. The old man deadpans 25 years, prompting Les to hilariously inquire, "How many happy years, man?" Laughter ensues in this pawn shop comedy.
Having your day. Ooh. Have a nice day. Food.
After getting kicked out of the pawn shop, our guy doesn't seem bothered at all. Instead, he starts acting really silly on the street. He starts walking in a funny way, like he's in the army, and starts shouting random silly things. This made people laugh a little bit.
Yeah, man, I'm trying to see how much I can get for this. Yeah. I won't even be able to sell it for near that. $20? $20. 20, which is probably more than I would even offer.
Do you know what it is?
It don't matter how many you sitting on in the back.
Because then I can't sell them. You paid $200 for that, I overheard?
Yeah, I mean,
Really, you paid $200. I'll sell you like.
The scene opens with a heated exchange between a customer and a pawn shop employee, Jay, over the value of an item. The customer demands more than the offered $20, leading to frustration and a call for the manager.
Help!
I'm looking out the leeway window because I hear some commotion, and I see another irate customer in line.
That's all I'm giving. Period.
All right, where's your manager?
I'm the manager.
Oh, you are the manager.
I'm the manager.
The manager.
I'm the manager.
$20.
I've seen a customer get angry because it's that system.
$20. I'm doing $20.
The customer gets angrier and wants to talk to the boss. The boss comes out, but he doesn't want to. He still says the item's only worth $20. This makes the situation even more intense.
$20. Don't know. What the you gonna do, old man? Old man?
Who the really, mother?
Was that something you
did? Your system does not work.
Things get worse as the customer gets angrier, using foul language and insisting on more money. The manager stays calm, but's upset with how things are handled and worries if his staff can deal with these kinds of situations.
Yes. I had to deal with more than I should have today. It's in my system, period.
Tell him I told you not to do it.
I don't want to hear it. Just go back to work. Ashley and Seth are...
The owner asserts his authority, declaring that until the staff proves themselves capable, he'll remain in charge. He admonishes the employees for their handling of the situation and the inefficiencies within the store.
Stop kissing my ass. I have to deal with more than I should have today. Until you prove it to me that you have the ability to run the store without me, it's going to be my system, period. Ashley and Seth are definitely not ready to be in charge yet. And at this rate, they may never be ready.
At the end, the boss thinks about what happened today. He's not sure if his workers are ready for more responsibility. He's upset about the problems of the store. The pricing owner engages in conversation with Les, discussing his new responsibility of pricing items for sale. He reveals his discovery of a framed item, initially estimating its value at $100, and mentions its significance as an original piece by Stanley Mouse, known for his work with the Grateful Dead and other bands.
Well, I told them, the stranger the item, the more value it had.
The pricing owner and Les delve into the potential worth of the item, recognizing its rarity and connection to Stanley Mouse. They discuss the value of unique items, citing examples like an old hand-painted t-shirt that turned out to be valuable. The pricing owner expresses intention to find a suitable buyer for the item.
Are you her customer or mine?
I'm talking to you. Come on.
This lady got so irate because she wanted to be next in line. She wanted to be first. She felt that she was the most important out of every customer. You're next in line, so me be right with you.
Okay, well, come on. It doesn't matter. What the are you? You're not the police. I can talk to whoever I want to talk to. What are you going to do?
You offer it now.
In the opening scene, Ashley is at the counter with a lengthy line of customers. A sudden disruption occurs when a black woman attempts to cut in front of everybody else. Ashley confronts her, asking, "What are you doing?" The woman becomes upset, but Ashley firmly asserts, "You can't do that stuff here."
Goodbye.
Come back here. Let's talk right now. Take the receipt.
What would you like to do with it, ma'am?
I want to pay.
Well, you have to go to those windows.
No. I come to this line any other time.
Not at this window. It's
Okay, well, I'm not going to stand in the line.
in the wrong line. Get in the other line.
And I'm not going to get in another line. I'm going to walk straight up to the damn window.
We won't take you.
The woman continued standing in line at the counter. Les approached her, inquiring about the situation. She explained that she wanted to pay, but refused to move to the next window. Les informed her that in the pawn shop, crossing others in line isn't allowed, emphasizing the importance of waiting your turn.
Care of you.
Well, y'all just only come.
See this lady here? All the other customers.
Okay, and I always come to this line.
I'm sorry. You have to stand in the other line.
Okay, well, I'll be back before y'all close.
You can do whatever you want in this line. She can't. Can't wait your turn.
We'll be back later.
Following the interaction, the woman eventually complied and moved to another window. Les, taking action, instructed the workers at that window not to accept her payment. He firmly directed the woman to wait in line like the other customers, reinforcing the shop's policy on fair and orderly transactions.
Thank you, sir. We appreciate it.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you.
Yeah, jackass.
Take your
Bitch.
take
Yeah, that's you.
and get it.
You. Yeah, make me. We don't,
Sir,
we don't want
please.
this. You can take this stuff.
Sir,
And
sir,
put it where the
listen.
sun don't shine.
Listen. I don't know what the problem was.
As the interaction begins, the customer expresses gratitude, but the tone takes an unexpected turn. Tensions rise as the customer's language becomes confrontational. The shopkeeper, addressing the situation calmly, refuses to tolerate mistreatment. The dynamics shift from appreciation to conflict, showcasing the challenges of customer service in a brief yet intense moment.
Oops, fire! Ladies and gentlemen, hold on to your seats. In a thrilling episode of Hardcore Pawn, a car in the parking lot finds itself in a rather heated situation. No, we're not exaggerating. You'll see.
We were really concerned.
Your car's totally on fire right now.
Shouldn't we try to get a hose over there? It's right underneath those power lines, which is our power lines.
It's burning so bad that it's going to burn the electrical wires.
We call 911. Rich is directing traffic. It was right next to our power lines. What are we supposed to do?
Isn't that a chaotic scene that feels right out of an action movie? However, in the middle of all the frenzy, check out this guy. You won't want to miss this.
As his car's in flames, this guy is pulling out his fire helmet, his fire jacket, fire equipment. I'm thinking, what the is going on?
All right, dude. This thing's starting to go. Now we got to come up with another plan.
And that's going to cut up those power lines.
Les, it's time to act. That fire could get worse. How about grabbing your phone and dialing 911? You know, to keep things safe and sound.
Makes you wonder what these guys go through. He's inside of the hood like it's nothing at all.
Because of the wonderful effort, the Detroit Fire Department, they saved the day.
There's a recall on that car, and I haven't taken it in yet.
You were stupid. You were stupid. That was a bad day for not taking your car for a recall.
The toilet. All right, who's in the mood to take a big dump? If yes, these two ladies have the 1955 rare toilet. What? Here's the unusual bathroom adventure.
How much do you want for this toilet? $400. They don't make them anymore, and I saw a pink one online, and they wanted $600.
Seth lays down the law. In case you missed the memo, we don't do toilets here, so these ladies might want to flush their deal elsewhere.
How about $50? $10?
Oh, my goodness.
Really? Well, I don't want to put it back in the car. I know this is a crappy old toilet. Paying $10 to get under my brother's skin is all worth it.
Ashley sure knows how to annoy her brother, but this time, she might have taken it up a notch. Anyway, just have a look at how he decides to take care of the toilet deal.
Would you like to double your money?
Who wouldn't?
Here's 20. Meet me outside. See you out there. Bobby J, bring it this way.
Take it
Seth,
easy,
what are
Seth,
you
please.
doing?
Seth!
But in this next episode, this person walks in with a really interesting gun. But how interesting? You're about to find out.
Yeah, it's like something James Bond would wear.
Yeah, right. You just saw that, huh? But that's not out of a James Bond movie. That thing is as real as it gets.
What can I help you with?
I'm here to sell my ring pistol today.
Well, you know how a gun never stays in the shop for long, be it whatever shape or size. But this thing is something I've never seen or even heard of before. Have you ever seen a pistol ring? Boy, you're looking at it right now. This is something definitely worthy of adding to the antique collection list. Come on, you have to agree with me. Everything about this pistol ring is antique, from loading it to the trigger to its hammer. This thing is a killer. Literally. You know what? If I ever went undercover on a mission, I would definitely carry this cute little devil. James Bond, we just found your vibe, and I know Rick would agree with me too. Yeah, that man seems very particular about the price he's going to ask for that dangerous ring.
I'm looking to get $9,000. I'll use it to buy some of the things I collect more often.
I personally would wear that ring everywhere. It's an all-in-one combo, kind of a hidden treasure who can double up like your personal bodyguard. It's unreal how cool this thing is. But hey, did Rick just contradict me?
Wear them just for fashion.
Damn. Rick has got a good sense of humor, not gonna lie. Seriously, getting hit by that mini pistol ring would definitely hurt your ego hard, man.
It's also seriously a gun. I mean, it would really hurt getting shot with this thing.
And oh, I kid you not when I say that the man clearly did his homework right. He literally asked for $9 grand in the blink of an eye. I mean, that piece truly is a showstopper. But that expensive? Damn.
A $9 grand. They're pretty rare.
So what happened is that the deal took an intense turn, and Rick, being the smartest in this show, had to prove it. So before finalizing the deal, he wanted a bit of expert advice. I mean, that's always better than regretting later, right? So let's see what the expert had to say about this antique pistol ring.
The European gunsmiths, they were making all kinds of little weird things. This is the Imperial Protector. Basically,
looks like this tiny mean machine has taken down quite a few people in the past. So it must cost a bomb. But let's hear it from the expert himself.
For 11.5.
Okay. Thanks, Tony. I really appreciate it.
Whoa, I never expected that. 11.5K? That's crazy. And just look at the size of that thing. That thing is golden for sure. But as you know, Rick plays by his own rules, and I'm curious to know what he has to offer.
I'll give you $3,000 for it.
No, can't do it.
Okay, so Rick is trying to settle the deal for $3 grand. But bro, that's like not even half the price the seller asked. Do you think the man will accept the offer? For someone who knew a great deal about the pistol ring, I don't think this man is gonna budge. But Rick wasn't ready to give up or give in as yet. So do you think they'd both settle on the same grounds? Who do you think is gonna win this round? Well, let me put your anxiety to rest, for here comes the moment you're waiting for.
As amazing as this thing is, I'm sorry, I just can't do it.
And just like that, Rick missed the chance and saw the extraordinary collector's pride walk right out of his door. But what happened in this next episode is even crazier.
Working with an instrument maker and got really, really interested with the harmonica.
You know how music instruments can be great collectibles. In which case, what do you think about an ancient instrument that has an emotional connection to it? Does it help double up the price? Well, I don't know about you, but I have never seen a shining gold M Hohner harmonica.
We've all played a harmonica once in our lives.
Right, we have.
And we thought we were good at it.
So for those of you who don't know who Matthias Hohner is, here's a quick history lesson for you. Hohner was a trained watchmaker born in Germany, and his company Math Hohner AG is the oldest and largest producer of harmonicas in the world. If you want to know more about this masterpiece, here's Rick for you. So apparently the watchmaker was so blown away by the piece that this is what happened.
So he saw the writing on the wall, but he was also working with an instrument maker and got really, really interested with the harmonica.
Rick's knowledge never fails to amaze me. There's no question that he is a master of his job, and his trade skills are even better. But is this going to be a jackpot or a lost cause? Before Rick states his price, he found a problem with the musical piece.
We get in the ballpark.
Okay, all right.
It's plastic, and it's not in the greatest shape.
I don't know, it's not too bad a shape.
The cardboard's coming off.
Oh no, that's going to majorly affect the price of this beautiful piece right here. So while the seller was holding on to a grand $500, what Rick pitched was unbelievable.
Here's $75 for it.
$75? Wow. I would feel humiliated if I was that harmonica right now. I mean, come on, man, it's not that bad. But what can I say? Rick knows better. And the seller wasn't ready to back up, and even had a genuine reason for it.
$1 to fill my truck up with gas right now. I can't take 75.
I find the man reasonable. The least you can do is compensate his gas. But as you know, there are no emotions involved in business. Rick's not taken aback by anything. and sticks with his price, but he failed to grab the deal. I think he wouldn't mind much though, because the harmonica was plastic, and it was also peeling off in some places. So sadly, the seller needed to go back home with the broken instrument, and he couldn't even make enough money for gas anyway. Next up, we got this interesting thing that you'd never expect at a pawn shop.
The guy just pulled in the parking lot with a boat he wants to sell. So Chum and I...
Yes, it's a freaking boat! What you're looking at is a 1958 Sea Flight Glastrin, and this is no common sight, y'all. Rick and Chum came to take a look at the huge and fascinating boat, and it looks like they already like what they're looking at.
57 Chevy, didn't they?
Sure did.
Is it a convertible?
And how can something start without Chumley's irrelevant questions, right? Like always, he was more worried about the boat being convertible or not. Well, Chum, you definitely cannot expect everything to be fancy, okay? Despite that, I can't help but love Chumley's confidence. Meanwhile, the seller has made up his mind to demand a hefty $10,500 for the boat. Let's hope he can make just as much from the master of negotiation. And this time, the item in question was a timeless beauty, created in 1958, standing tall, defying the effects of time. Whoever maintained it surely did it with the utmost care and dedication. Great work right there, but I think someone is already getting busy coming up with the numbers.
It looks just like the 57 Chevy I got for the old man's birthday. It's definitely tempting because
Rick's already deciding how he was going to pitch this look-alike a 57 Chevy.
this Glastron boat is awesome, but boats are tough to sell, so it has to be a home.
Like he already said, boats are money pits. I mean, nobody would want to keep this huge boat in their homes as an antique. Quite rare, as the word suggests itself. But this seller is definitely giving Rick tough competition. With all that USP knowledge he was throwing about, he came in here ready to face the pawnbroking world.
Do you know why?
Because it was a little 17-foot boat.
No, because it was fiberglass. No more wood boats. Wood boats were moving out.
But what happened next was totally unexpected.
10-5.
In an unexpected turn, the owner of the boat bravely revealed a startling price tag, $10,500. Wow, that's crazy. What do you think Rick is gonna do? Will he buy it or break it?
I don't even want to make you an offer. There's too much work that's got to be done for me to make anything.
Did you see that? Rick didn't even make an attempt to convince the donor to accept a lesser price. But that's exactly what the show is all about, expecting the unexpected. But you cannot miss this museum piece that just made its entry into the shop today. Joe Sofa Saga. In a pawn shop full of weird and wonderful things, a guy named Joe was on a mission for the perfect SETI. The man was on a tight budget, but his bullishness was as high as his hopes of chancing a hidden treasure among the fine furniture.
Well, here's the deal. I just moved from New Jersey. My wife and I. We just bought a house, and she sent me here. She said, see what you can pick up.
Perfect. Let's find some.
He spotted a couch that looked like it had been through a lot. The man with a hopeful look asked the shopkeeper if they could clean it before he bought it. Little did the man know, this couch had a history. Spills, stains, and all sorts of weird stuff. The shopkeeper, trying not to burst into laughter, convinced the man it was a great deal without mentioning the hidden surprises.
So inexpensive, right?
Really?
Yeah.
I gotta tell you, man, that's nasty.
Not giving up, the man confidently sat on the couch, comparing the dirt on it to his shoes.
I'll tell you what, my shoes are cleaner than this couch.
Then don't buy it.
With a serious face, he said, "I'm pretty sure my shoes are cleaner than this thing." He even tried to make a deal, $200 for the not-so-great couch.
$397.77.
Really? Well, I only got $200.
It was a deal only Joe could find reasonable in the world of craziness. The real laughter started when this man, without thinking much, joked that if the couch were the shopkeeper's daughter, she must be a nasty one. The line between funny and awkward was getting blurry.
We had a reupholstered and I gave it to Ashley.
Is that right?
Yeah.
Is that your daughter?
That's my daughter.
She must be nasty, too.
Out of the blue, a guard, called in by the offended shopkeeper, rushed in like a superhero. Joe was lifted off the couch and thrown out of the store, leaving everyone laughing.
Man, yeah. Walk out. Walk out, my man.
The pawn shop adventure had ended, but the story of Joe and the not-so-clean couch was sure to be a tale told with giggles and grins for years to come.
Yes, sir.
Go someplace else.
That's the dirty D right there, baby.
Comic pawn shop confrontation. Okay, a man is coming towards the shop. Wait, what? Is he coming to have something from the pawn shop? The man asking about her daughter means how creepy it is.
Hello. I need to pick up some stuff for my daughter.
Is it in pawn?
Yes, ma'am.
Laughter begins. Everyone around is intrigued to know what had happened to this man. Oh, another man entered into the argument. Let's see what would happen. Man accusing the shop owners of stealing. How crazy this man is, constantly accusing them of being thieves.
No, I want the stuff.
Yeah, but without the ticket, we can't give it to you.
The man is constantly infuriating them and sees he has come out the carbon. Who knows what will be the end of this nonsense fight? Oh, they're about to have the piercing argument.
I'm here, I want the stuff now. And what's he gonna do?
The man called the guard to throw him out, but see, the man is not in control. He is constantly arguing and challenging them without knowing the fact of the danger he's really in. Oh God, he's challenging the massive guard! The guard stopped him and said, "Don't touch me," but the man was not understanding.
Hey, I ain't scared of him!
Is he serious?
Calling his death to come earlier. The guard, in his fur, sent the man out. The really funny moment for all because the stupid man in his arguments really put him into account.
Hey, you can't get... Hey, I want my stuff! I tell you what, big boy! Hey!
Battle for sanity. Well, folks, take a look at the pawn shop's front yard. It's like a bustling highway out there. The crowd has formed a lane longer than my grandma's stories. And guess what? The sanity levels are off the charts. It's like a contest for who can stay the sanest. Now, hold your horses because here comes the geniuses. These folks are more interested in the pawn shop than a cat in a laser light show.
No, he's from California. Look at all these idiots.
They've gathered like it's the grand opening of the Pawn Shop Olympics. What's the big attraction, you ask? Maybe they're expecting a magic show, or perhaps the pawn shop secretly giving away free wisdom. Or, here's a wild thought, they're gearing up for a full-scale aggression mission against the poor souls inside. Watch out, world, we've got a pawn shop revolution on our hands. Stay tuned and remember, in the pawn shop chaos, sanity reigns supreme. Good luck, brave souls.
That's not.
Clueless heist hijinks. Well, howdy there, folks. We've got a Lone Ranger in the pawn shop, sipping on his secret drink like he's the king of mystery. Little does he know, he's the star of a hidden camera show. Talk about being clueless and camera shy. Hold your horses. Looks like our man might be plotting some grand heist, doing his best Sherlock impression. He's scouting the joint, probably trying to find the perfect spot for his not-so-genius plan. But wait, he's still in the game. What on earth is he searching for in the pawn shop? Maybe lost treasure for his car keys? The suspense is killing me. Oh dear, he's now at the other counter. This fella is like a headless chicken wandering around without a purpose. Somebody give him a map or a snack at least. Buckle up, folks. Our wannabe detective just upgraded to a full-blown thief. Watch him waltzing around planning the perfect crime, and bingo! He pulls off a smooth exit, leaving the scene like he just won a game of hide-and-seek. Hold your belly laughs, our genius thief is back on camera, sneakily hiding his loot in his trousers. Smooth moves, my friend, smooth moves. And there he goes, strolling out of the pawn shop like he's won the lottery. Thinks he's the mastermind of the century, leaving behind a trail of stolen goods and a whole lot of laughs. What a character. Antique computers.
Have a good day. You wonderful. So much. You too.
Two tech-savvy grandpas strut into a pawn shop, seeking a fortune for antique computers. Instead, they're hit with a vintage rejection.
Bastards, you can't give me a...
When one grandpa clumsily breaks a computer, he pulls a move straight from the sitcom handbook. Accidental comedy at its finest.
Now you should have that. Put it in the...
Oops, one grandpa accidentally smashes a computer, blaming the seller. He theatrically tosses it toward the dumpster, thinking it's a mic drop moment. The seller, the true comedy connoisseur, chuckles at the failed dramatic exit. Here comes the queen of sass. A lady emerges roasting the old hillbillies and offering them an A-grade exit. She declares her reign over Detroit toughness and leaves them pondering a future career in comedy security. Cue laughter. Exit stage left.
It was a day just like any other. Well, it was until Ashley was confronted by a very pissed off customer.
I paid $500 for this earring, and look what this done did to my ear.
Ugh.
From how rapidly he fired out his complaints, Ashley tried to make him repeat the issues that he's got.
You want me to figure out? You want me to figure out why your ear's turning a different color?
Is that a real diamond?
I look at his earring that he says is turning his ear green, and it's a fake diamond with a fake metal.
He might have switched the earrings out for another, thinking that he can get himself some cash at the business's expense.
I got my lawyer with me. This is wrong.
Show me your card.
I don't have a card with me.
What law firm do you work for?
It's not important.
It is.
With how elusive the supposed attorney was being when asked to reveal his identity, it's quite clear to see that he might be a fake the man brought along.
This is my attorney. Would you like to meet my attorney?
I want my money.
My attorney will escort you out.
You better not put his hand on me.
Then you better turn around with your two legs and walk out yourself.
Since he's been warned but refused to listen, he only had himself to blame for what was to happen next.
Pushing on me.
Get out.
What you mean, get out?
Get
You
out.
don't just tell me what to do.
Get out.
Yeah, you know, took my money. You sold me a bold earring.
Les had to attend to this customer who came in accusing them of having sold her a fake purse.
Hi.
I want my money back. I paid you $500 for this purse. I want my money back.
If the lady would just calm down and try to explain things to Les instead of trying to mess with Les, maybe they could have gotten somewhere.
I didn't give you a second when I gave you my money.
Ma'am, I'm trying not to really
You
lose
took my
control.
money and I won't.
Show me the receipt.
Well, she managed to calmly explain things to Les this time, which he couldn't be more than grateful for.
This is tarnished.
You know what that stands for? What is MK?
Lighting a cigarette in a store filled with items that could easily be set ablaze isn't exactly advisable, and despite their attempts to get her to stop, this lady remained obstinate.
Get your hands off me. I'm not.
Put your cigarette out. Put it out.
Get your hands off me.
Put your cigarette out.
Get your hands off me and I'll put it out.
With great confidence, rather than cave into her demands, Les made Byron escort her out of the store.
The earth is shaking. The ground is moving like...
A mother and daughter who thought they had won big at a slot machine in the store, an aspiring singer trying to build her own fan base with the wrong crowd, and a guy who thought he could get a job when he just showed up for the first time. These are the biggest clowns on Hardcore Pawn. First up are these customers who found a piano in the store that caught their eye. They got a bit too invested in it and caused quite a ruckus.
Ah, they got it, my baby. It's still here. You can get on that thing. What's up, everybody? Moochie the Great.
With how confident he was acting when he tried to play, you'd think he was a hidden master trying to give the greatest performance ever.
Let me see if I can raise the money right quick.
You're kidding, right?
Sound like it's out of key.
Sound good?
It's off key, man. We are.
Moochie the Great in this thing. Everybody pay attention.
Before they could even progress well into their surely disappointing recital, Byron pegged them as the troublemakers they are and tried to toss them out.
Piano ain't working. Now you gonna smash my fingers.
Watch your fingers. Have a good day. Broke toe, let's go. Have a nice day. Man, come on, bro. Get up, man.
A man walked up to Ashley, hoping to get his hands on a job application form, which is a must-do for parties interested in getting a job at the store.
Hi.
I need a job application.
Okay. What position are you wanting?
I'm trying to be security.
Okay, let me get it for you.
All right, thanks.
The guy must not know how recruitment works. After all, they haven't even checked his answers. Talk less of his background, yet he's already asking to know when to start.
Like, when do you want me to come back?
We're gonna have to review this, and then we'll get back to you.
Someone told me to come in and fill out the app, and he said he got me.
Who was it?
Rich. What's going on, Rich?
He said you told him that you were gonna hire him for security.
If I really knew this guy, then his decision to cut him off at that moment was definitely warranted, since the allegations against him could have cost him his job too. He's not the owner after all, just an employee.
We used to chill all the time, man.
I don't really have a clue what you're talking about.
I'm saying, but you said come in here to fill out the application, and you was gonna give me a job, man.
You know what? And you said that I was going to hire you today.
Yes, bro.
Okay, well then let's make this real quick and simple. You're fired.
Just like that, he probably set a record for the fastest hire and fire at that moment.
I wasted my time coming up here.
You know what? You're wasting my time making up these stories. Let me show you how security really works.
Why would you
Felix,
leave somebody
give him the out of here.
That's security, get
Nice
out.
working with you.
She slap. Our big boy seeks an appraisal for a ring, and guess who he stumbles upon? None other than Ashley, the queen of quotes in this pawn shop, as his lady swoops in, ready to reclaim her ring most dramatically.
What are you doing? He wanted an appraisal on this ring. On my ring? Why'd you take my ring?
Well, I wanted to see how much it was worth.
Bull. You're a liar. Why'd you take my ring?
Ouch! Painful lesson learned, folks. Our big boy now knows the golden rule. Never pawn your wife's ring without her permission. Priceless wisdom, I must say.
All of a sudden, boom, punches him, and I am dumbfounded. You're a idiot.
That's my TV. A boyfriend pawned his girlfriend's TV, and now she was on a mission to reclaim it. Looks like he learned the hard way that pawning isn't relationship therapy.
He took my TV. I woke up this morning and it was gone, and I need it back.
He didn't give you the ticket?
No, you can look it up. I do what I want to do.
Bye.
Get your big ass off me.
Have a good day.
Pacifier pawn. Seth, our pawn shop hero, encounters quite the character of a customer eager to part with both a TV and a ring. But wait, what's in her mouth?
I'm Seth.
Oh, you cute.
Yeah.
Mm.
So how can I help you?
I'm just bringing, my TV and my ring. Trying to at least walk out with 800.
Let me see your ring.
That's right, lady. Our Seth here wasn't going to crack open with that pacifier or your flirting skills. How about we cut to the chase and look at the valuables?
Her ring was pretty nice. It has diamonds. It's 10 karat gold. Her TV was relatively nice.
And you still answer my question. I said what you wanted.
I know, I said I'm good. So, you need a loan or you want to sell it?
Loan.
Loan? About $300.
Want to taste my ring?
No.
Or lick it?
What did she just say? Well, even if the sun rises from the west, I ain't putting that in my mouth. How about we look for someone who might?
Would you suck on that pacifier for $20?
You can lick it. I know you want to.
Yeah, you. Ready?
Push fight. Two buddies square off in a pawn shop brawl over one friend's attempt to pawn the other's beloved PlayStation without permission. This calls for drama.
That took my PS, he trying to pawn my shop.
Get my money back.
You know him?
Yeah, that's my roommate. He tried to pawn my your shop, try to get some money off, but I want my PS. He owe me my is mine. My back.
Okay, do me a favor. We're not gonna scream, okay?
What's happening here? This ain't your hotel room, spoiled punks. You're just creating a ruckus. Y'all better watch that tone and listen to the pawn majesty.
Angelo, Steve, is that his?
This between,
yes or no?
I mean, we just trying to handle it ourselves.
That's fine. Steve, I'm gonna ask you one more time. Is it Angelo's or yours?
It used to be his.
Okay.
He owe me money. What I supposed
Steve?
to do? My pay bill. Coming on, ain't saying. I tell you what I'm gonna do. I gotta tell you what I'm gonna do.
All right, guys, you probably want to take your business outside because there are some customers here who are not in a mood to listen to your story.
Come take
Can I see it? Come with me. You know, I'm a pawnbroker. I'm not a kindergarten teacher. You guys go talk about it amongst yourselves, and when you figure it out, then come back inside, okay? Until then, I don't want to hear you arguing. You grown men, not kids, go on.
All right.
Free grab. The girlfriend decided to pawn her boyfriend's Xbox, and now he's on a crusade to rescue it. Lesson learned, right? Pawning is such a brilliant way to solve everything.
My girlfriend, she came up here and she got rid of my Xbox 360 and I came up here to get it back.
Okay, you get the ticket?
No. I can tell you her name and you can just give me my
I can't
360.
give you any information about somebody else's account.
You just need to give me my stuff.
But our man here forgot that this store needs a police report for such incidents. So how about you keep your volume down, gamer? Instead, this is what he does.
Can I just have my...
We can sell you another one.
Well, let me just look for one that I want to grab.
Okay, you go that way. Wait, right
Hey, what
here.
up 360 there,
And
bro?
I'll sell you one. Stop right here.
No, ain't no
And I'll
selling.
sell you one for $200.
No, I can grab one for free.
Excuse me?
Yeah, you
can
heard.
do what?
What in the world was this dude thinking? He was running around like it was a jogging park. But hold on to your seats. Big Joe was here for a run too.
Hey!
Get out of here.
Get the out. Now.
All right,
Don't ever step back my
You gonna
car.
make me move?
Get out of my face.
I'm
My
stepping
store. Bye.
All right, deal.
I
think I got a good deal, and I know I'm gonna be able to make some money on it.
I can't believe you spent that much.
Whatever, Ash.
I am fuming. My brother just spent $800.
Enter the family feud. Ashley drops the bomb on her brother Seth, calling him a hypocrite. But why? Well, he casually throws around $880 for a painting, while Ashley, according to her, can't even snag a deal for $30. Sibling dynamics at their finest.
But he'll yell at me over a $30 buy. Excuse me, Seth.
What, Ash?
I was just out there watching you do a buy for $880.
So instead of working, you're watching me.
I was out there, and you bought something for $880 when you gave me such crap about that $30 roulette table.
I'm not buying plastic. I'm buying stuff that we can actually resell without a problem.
We'll never resell that. They will sit in the back and rot.
Are you kidding? We'll put them around the showroom corner. We're gonna make $1,000 plus on the deal. Really, Ash? You know I'm gonna be upset.
The plot thickens as Ashley confronts Seth about the apparent double standards. She probes into the intricacies of spending $880, questioning how bad it could be. Seth, in classic sibling fashion, argues that his purchases are all about resale value, a concept he conveniently forgets when it comes to Ashley's shopping habits. According to him, he's the revenue guru.
You are just a hypocrite.
She was just being ridiculous. I just want her to stop talking. Ash, what do you want from me?
Apologize to me.
Apologize?
Apologize because you're such a hypocrite.
You know what, Ash? I'm sorry. I'm sorry that you're a bitch.
You, Seth. You're such an ass. I am not going to forget the situation anytime soon. Seth better watch his back.
Things heat up as Ashley demands an apology. Seth takes a nosedive into being the ultimate a-hole, apologizing for an $880 buy. Oh no. Instead, he hits her with a sorry not sorry for her supposed attitude, topping it off with a charming label. Well, let's just say that it rhymes with witch. Sibling rivalry reaches a whole new level on this show.
There's two guys out here that are saying they were scammed out of their laptops, and that whoever did it is working with one of our guys. You want to come out and talk to him? All right. Thank you.
Who is it?
Les is hit with some unexpected news. A few guys claim that they've been pawned by a girl from the staff. Les, ever the detective, approaches the situation with a mix of suspicion and humor, wondering aloud if he's either unintentionally swindling customers or if bizarre customers have taken up a new form of thievery.
Tell me.
She pawned 2 of our laptops, and she told us she was gonna bring them out to the back. Some of it, yeah.
Okay, wait. You pawned something?
Yes, she had to take it to
When did you pawn it?
Today.
Today.
She
Okay.
had to take it to her.
And the money?
Yes.
These two kids come in and talk about have some girl pawned 2 laptops.
The plot thickens as 2 disheveled DJs step into the scene, laptops held hostage. The atmosphere turns somber as the weight of the situation sinks in. It's a strange occurrence that has everyone wearing expressions of confusion and concern. Les, with his seasoned cool, casually queries about the laptop's ownership, revealing they're registered under the mysterious girl's name.
Split the money 3 ways, and one of my employees was gonna walk it out the back door. Either this is a new way for my employees to steal from me.
To contact the owner because we want.
I am the owner.
I'm just trying to switch the ticket so she can't have them.
And it's in her name.
No, that's why I wanted to know if
I can't do it.
The tension rises, but Les doesn't crack under pressure. Maturely handling the situation, he asserts that he needs the lowdown to work his magic and get those laptops back where they belong. It's a pawn shop mystery, and Les is the detective determined to unravel the peculiar case of laptops and loyalty. In the bustling aisles of the pawn shop, 2 guys saunter up to Ashley with a peculiar demand. Now they're aiming for a refund, claiming that a bunch of things that they bought from the pawn shop are no longer working. As per policy, Ashley asks for a receipt, and she also asks them questions to verify what the problem is.
Attorneys and/or for a refund. When we got to our work site, it just stopped working.
We're in the construction business, declared one of the customers, with all of the air of a seasoned foreman. Now, Ashley was asking, her suspicions peaked about where the power source was. At the worksite, of course, was the swift reply, a tad too rehearsed for Ashley's liking. Smelling something fishy, Seth and Les united in their quest for truth. So, Seth, being suspicious, decided to plug in all the gadgets to test to make sure that they work. And lo and behold, they worked just fine.
What type of work you do? We doing construction. Where's the battery? The battery is at the work site. We on the clock.
No, I'm gonna plug these in. Oh, that works. Yeah, one
There
is
you
too. See where it says?
But the customers were upset because their demands weren't met. No cash refunds, Ashley reminded them in a very firm but fair tone. But the two customers were unshaken and instead started to grow incredibly irate, raising their voices and bringing things to a head. Yet Ashley stood her ground, unwavering in her commitment to the rules of her trade. With a final flourish, the guys decided that maybe they had better retreat to live another day. And thus, this particular saga came to a close, leaving behind a tale of wit and willpower and the triumph of honesty.
No cash refunds?
It don't matter about that. What y'all gonna do is give us our money back right now. You gonna lose the money. Give it to you. Listen, guys. Listen. What you go for? Give me my money back right now.
This scene shows a frustrated taxi driver approaching a man waiting in line at a pawn shop and demanding money for a $90 fare. But the man's attention is on receiving the money, so there's an argument. Tensions escalated because of the man's insistence on waiting in line and the cab driver's irritation.
Hey, dude! Come on, give me money. Do you see I'm in line right now? Yes or no? You stand in line to what, man? I want my...
Excuse me, hi. What's going on here?
First off, this man owe me money
Hold
for
on.
his ride.
Why is he yelling at you?
Because I owe him money. I am in line to get the loan for the car.
The situation takes a comedic turn when a third party, including Ashley and Byron, unaware of the initial conflict, intervenes. Confusion ensues as they try to understand the situation, with the cab driver emphasizing his need for payment while the man remains determined to wait for his turn in line. The introduction of the man's girlfriend in the cab adds another layer of chaos to the mix.
Report?
Yes.
Okay. Supposedly the cab driver dropped this guy off here because he wanted to get money for his jewelry to pay the cab driver.
Give me $45. I have to pawn this. Just wait. You can wait. No, I ain't waiting no more. I'm gonna get this woman and get her the hell out of the car and I'm
What
gone.
woman? You have a woman in the car?
Yes, I do. That's my girlfriend.
He's asking you to wait 5 minutes?
No, I'm out of here.
Okay, then you can go.
I'm gone.
Okay, go.
The cab driver chooses to take matters into his own hands as tensions escalate and violently extracts the man's girlfriend from the car. The man objects, and things quickly get out of hand, with the cab driver and the man at odds about taking the woman out. The taxi driver is demanding that the woman get out of his car, which makes the whole situation even more ridiculous.
All right, come on, get out of my car.
No.
Come on, get out. Get out now.
The next thing I know, the cab driver is pulling this girl out of the cab.
Hey, get your hands off. Get your hands. Hey, get out now.
Hey,
Get your hands off. Get your hands off. Don't touch
touch
it.
her.
Don't touch her.
Don't touch her.
Don't touch her. Get out. Don't touch her.
The conflict reaches its peak when the man's frustration boils over, and he threatens to drop the cab driver like it used rubber. Eventually, cooler heads prevail, and the man offers a solution. The cab driver can recover his fare and avoid more conflict by having another cab call. There's never a dull day at the pawn shop, to be sure.
I told you I was going to pay for it. Yes or no? What are you going to do? You want me to drop you right here? I'll drop you like a used rubber.
Get in your car, go. Get in your car.
You know what? I have the best idea. I will buy you a cab. He can be out his money because he's demanding it. The boyfriend got in the taxi driver's face. I don't blame him. You don't touch somebody like that.
In this episode, we've got Les who's greeting a customer. Now, the customer's looking to sell a TV and asks how much Les is willing to offer. Les mentions that they typically sell similar TVs for under $250, which prompts the customer to express their desire for $500. Les naturally balks at the request, stating that he can't offer that much. But the customer then starts negotiating, asking what she needs to do to get the $500 that she wants.
Hi, I'm Les. Nice to meet you.
Sure. I'm looking to get rid of this.
How much did you want for the TV?
I want $500 for it. That's what I was thinking.
We actually sell them for under $250.
Okay.
So I could give you 100.
100?
100.
I need $500.
And I wish I could give you 500.
What do I gotta do to get you to give me $500?
In a comedic turn, the customer suggests her breasts as a bargaining chip, asking if they're worth $500 to Les. Les, to his credit, responds with a little bit of a bemused expression, indicating, sorry lady, they're not. The customer confidently asserts that her breasts are valued at $7,500, but Les remains unimpressed. He remarks on her attempt to negotiate with her boobs and expresses disbelief at her strategy. The customer, undeterred, insists that she never played dumb before provocatively suggesting that she's all there by flashing her breasts.
Are these worth $500 to you?
Not really.
No, these aren't worth $500. Really? They're $7,500 for these, okay? $7,500. I want some.
He was one of those people that tried to negotiate. What can I say?
Les maintains his professionalism, refusing to be swayed by the customer's unconventional tactics. He humorously remarks that anybody who flashes their breasts in a store must be all there, to which the customer confidently agrees. However, Les ultimately declines her offer, suggesting that she go elsewhere.
Oh, I am all
That's
there.
what I just said, and I could see.
All there.
You were all there twice. Thank you.
Forget it.
Thank you very much.
Moving on. Pretty neat, huh? Well, neat in the sense of 800 years of Poland struggles, constantly being conquered, reconquered, and fighting for their freedom throughout their entire history. Users also shared how this whole episode reminded them of their beloved history classes back in their school days. It brought back memories of learning about the triumphs, tragedies, dramas, and even the occasional humor that filled those lessons. With the background story out of the way, Rick finally gets down to the burning question.
I took a big shot in the dark.
How big a shot?
Last $6,000
I
shot.
can sense the tension all over his body. Finally, the expert takes a closer look at the metal and starts talking about how it was probably made in St. Petersburg by a company called the House of Bolin. And guess what? They were like the main competitors to Fabergé. So we're talking about a metal of Fabergé quality here. Crazy enough to give Rick some hope. But Craig kept going on and on about, damn, the metal is valued at around $30,000 to $40,000? That's awesome. And it definitely brought a big wide smile on Rick's face. But hold up. Sadly, Craig has some serious concerning news for him. Apparently, the market for this specific metal is pretty thin. Always got a solution up his sleeve. So he got in contact with a guy in Germany who has a box for this metal. Has the ribbon for it, and even the breast star. It's all part of a set, you see, but there's a big hole in the guy's box, specifically for the neck order. And Craig just knew that he finally found a potential buyer for the metal, someone who needs to complete their set. Now, both the parties are ready to strike a deal.
Hour last time you were in.
I'm sorry. $1.
But Craig was fixed with the price. Obviously, Rick is not satisfied, and you won't believe what he asked next.
Why not?
Write me a check.
Can you believe it? Well, eventually, one person made a comment praising the honesty of Craig, noting how he offered a price range for the metal that matched its actual value of $30,000 to $40,000. Despite knowing that Rick had only paid $6,000 for it, Craig could have easily offered a lower price, like $12,000, and made a huge profit. But instead, he respected Rick and still managed to make some money while being fair. This man named Randy walked into the store with a huge-ass vending machine. He believes that his machine is from the 1940s.
Candy?
Yes, sir.
You know who loves candy, right? This guy.
Well, chum, we know your love for candies, but is this deal as sweet as them? This machine sure has Chum's heart, but Randy doesn't even know if it works, and neither does he have the keys to it. Well, let us look into what Chum thinks about it and whether he thinks it would be worth the cost.
Just taking a look at it, I mean, it looks pretty rough shape. There is a lot of rust on it.
It sure needs a good restoration, but Randy wants $1,000 for it. Man, it already needs so much work to be done. I personally don't think it's worth investing so much, but who am I to suggest? Oh, how the chum had been schooled by experience. A lesson etched deep into the fibers of his being. Scarred by past misjudgments and Rick's scoldings, he now approached each decision with newfound caution. But hold on to your seats, for the words that spilled from the expert's lips were nothing short of astonishing. Get ready to be astonished, for the expert's revelation is nothing short of extraordinary.
Whoa.
Oh boy, right? The guts are missing. So what this needs...
Man, it is empty inside. All the mechanisms are missing. The expert saved Chum's ass today on this one. The expert adds that in this condition, the machine is max $300. Whoa, that was a low blow for Randy, it seems. He cannot believe the price dropped from $1,000 to just $300.
Up and running and painted, obviously.
$4,500.
$4,500. Okay.
Well, this machine is asking too much. Chum noticed it and got the bargain straight from $1,000 to $75. and they just shook hands on $100. But a deal is a deal. Let's see how Chum restored it and made it a good sales machine for his own bars.
Whoa! Holy chum bar!
Check it out, right?
That is freaking awesome.
Whoa, the machine is brand new again. No one can even imagine the next guy is the most polite guy you'll see. But things take an interesting turn.
I'm trying to help you solve your issue.
Well, folks, let me tell you about this wild encounter that went down, starting with a seemingly innocent greeting.
Hey, how are you?
I'm good, how are you?
Well, actually, I'm not doing so good.
Little did anyone know, trouble was brewing. You see, this poor customer was feeling down because his dear grandma had passed away. He needed to sell something urgently to scrape together enough cash to cover his rent. Now that's a tough spot to be in, right? Enter Ashley, a real gem of a person. She genuinely empathized with this guy and offered a helping hand. So the dude decides to sell his late grandma's ring, thinking it's made of real gold and worth a fortune. Ashley, being the responsible gal she is, takes a good look at the ring to verify its authenticity. And guess what? It's not the real deal, folks. It's as fake as a knockoff Rolex.
Okay. Do you have anything?
Naturally, Ashley breaks the news to the guy and asks if he's got anything else to pawn instead. But this fella, he ain't buying it. He's convinced that Ashley's got it all wrong, and he wasted his precious time chatting with her. Well, hold your horses, buddy. Ashley calmly reassures him that his time wasn't wasted and suggested he could pawn his TV instead. But oh boy, this suggestion hit a nerve. He starts acting all weird and uncooperative, throwing a tantrum.
TV. You can pawn your TV.
What the I look like?
Now, here's where things get intense. Ashley's just trying her darn best to help this guy out, but he's not having it. He demands his ring back and starts searching for someone else to deal with.
I'm trying to do whatever I can to help him.
Not making no sense.
And when Ashley tries to explain that she's simply doing her job to lend a hand, it's like a switch flip inside this guy's head. He goes ballistic, questioning Ashley's every move and acting all erratic. It's honestly a bit scary, folks. Believe it or not, this fella has the audacity to tell Ashley to lower her voice, even though he's the one causing all the ruckus. Talk about pushing boundaries. He even has the nerve to put his hand on her face trying to belittle her. And get this, he's not even listening.
Lower your voice.
Don't
Lower your
tell
voice.
me
Lower
what to
your
do.
voice.
Don't
Lower your
push your-
voice.
He's busy with his threats, making Ashley's job even harder. But our girl Ashley, bless her heart, stands her ground like a champ. But wait for it, folks. Here comes the jaw-dropping twist. Out of nowhere, a hero emerges.
My face. Don't put your feet in my face.
Bam! This mysterious stranger slams our angry customer to the ground, WWE style. Can you believe it? And that's not all, folks. This hero then grabs the unruly fella and drags him out of the place. Because guess what? The dude still won't quit.
On the ground. On the ground. On the ground, mother.
He keeps up with his nonsense, making threats and vowing to return for more. Seriously, what on earth did Ashley ever do to deserve this kind of treatment? It's downright mind-boggling, folks. Well, the last person on this list is no less than any other irrational person than earlier.
If the item was worth the money, I would give her money, but he was a loudmouth.
It's just another ordinary day at the shop when this woman walks in, hoping to make some quick cash by selling her jewelry. Pretty common scenario, right?
How you doing?
I'm good.
Trying to find this here.
Well, here's the twist. It's also quite common for people to claim that their jewelry is real, when in fact, it's not. But it all depends on how they react when they find out the truth. Now, this particular woman already seems a bit agitated as she approaches the counter to sell her rose gold earrings. Les, the shopkeeper, takes a look at the earrings and bluntly informs her that the color is not real. Surprise, surprise.
I can feel you.
Okay, so what's up?
They're not real.
The woman didn't see that coming. Les goes on to explain why the color is faded, indicating that the earrings are not made of real gold. Now, you'd expect her to accept the reality and move on, right? Nope, not this lady. Instead, she comes up with a lame response like, well, duh, that's because it's rose gold. Seriously? I mean, it's common knowledge that when the color starts fading on real gold, it's a clear sign that it's not genuine. But this woman insists it's two-tone rose gold, while Les insists it's just some base metal.
They were just base metal. It's not gold. Base metal is going to turn colors when you put chemicals on it.
Come on, lady, listen to the expert here instead of getting all rude. The fact is, base metal changes colors, not real gold. It's pretty clear that this woman just wants some money and has the audacity to demand $200 for those earrings. And as if being rude wasn't enough, she starts hurling abuse at poor Les.
That real rose gold earrings, man, I need $200 right now. What the is the
Talk about being confused and disrespected. I can't blame Les for not taking that kind of nonsense. So the bodyguard steps in to escort the woman out of the shop. But guess what? She keeps insisting that she wants her money and even asks the bodyguard to check the earrings again. Seriously, lady, drop it already. Here's the funny part, and you'll never guess what Les did next.
Yeah.
You want me to wrap these up?
Yes, he did that. I mean, why bother with someone who refuses to listen, right? Eventually, the woman is escorted out by Les and the bodyguard. But she doesn't give up that easily. She actually tries to break into the shop not once, not twice, but 3 times. I can't help but feel secondhand embarrassment for her. It's like witnessing pure insanity.
He's out.
In conclusion, this woman's behavior was out of line. Instead of accepting the truth and moving on, she chose to be rude, abusive, and persistent. It's a good thing Les and the bodyguard stood their ground and didn't let her disrupt the shop. Let's hope she learns a lesson from this and thinks twice before causing such a scene in the future. So, which one of these fights shocked you the most? Let us know in the comments below. If you enjoyed this video, hit that like button and subscribe for more action. See you on the next one, guys.
Watch Les, the shop owner, and an angry customer have a loud and dramatic fight in the pawn shop. It's intense and filled with a lot of yelling and arguments. Les hilariously negotiates over home decor, turning it into a Detroit-style showdown of insults and laughs, leaving everyone confused and scratching their heads.
To get out of here.
Experience the chaos as a sweaty man in a shark costume demands $800 at a pawn shop, leaving the bewildered staff grappling with his bizarre requests.
And I got my TV out of time. Okay. They didn't give me a receipt, and I need the receipt. We don't give out receipts. What you mean you don't give out receipts? Every time I do business with y'all, y'all always give me a receipt. When we give you your item, that's your receipt. That's proof that you paid to take it out. The thing is, I need this receipt to show what I spent my money on.
We do not give you a receipt because we didn't sell it to you. That's been the policy of the store for over 30 years. This is not retail. It was already their item. I'm giving it back to them. Period.
I need a receipt. My man needs to know that my money on it. You sitting there looking up. We don't give out receipts.
Ashley meets Lisa, who claims they're old pals from the pawn shop world. Ashley's face is a mixture of confusion and amusement as she tries to recall Lisa from the past. It's like a game of memory gone wrong, with Lisa insisting that they're besties while Ashley's scratching her head, wondering if she's entered the twilight zone of pawn shop encounters.
Like instant unconditional love for me. She doesn't know me. I'm coming.
Lisa's affection for Ashley kicks into overdrive, leaving poor Ashley feeling like she's in an episode of a pawn shop soap opera. Lisa's suggestion of exchanging numbers adds a sprinkle of awkwardness to the mix, like a sitcom scene gone awry.
I do like you.
No, you lied.
Lied to you. I mean, it's just a suggestion.
Ashley gives into the madness, agreeing to pawn Lisa's chain with a smile plastered on her face. It's the kind of absurdity you can only find in a pawn shop where deals are made amidst deliberations of unconditional love and compliments about dental hygiene. And the scene.
So,
How much did you get on this?
I get last time 120.
Okay.
Bizarre encounter unfolds as a man dressed in a sweaty shark costume barges into the pawn shop demanding $800 for the costume. Identifying himself as Les, the man claims to be a professional mascot by day and a dancer by night, specializing in hyping up crowds for shark fights. His erratic behavior and peculiar demands leave the staff bewildered and grossed out, especially when he tries to persuade them to try on the costume despite its unpleasant odor.
I need my money.
What? Hi, I'm Les. How are you?
I've been better. It's about 100
What's your
degrees.
name?
Greg.
Great, nice to meet you. This is Ashley.
Hi.
You've been dressing up like a shark. Is it what you do for a living?
Yeah, I'm a professional mascot during the daytime. At night, I'm a dancer. Shark fights.
Shark fight.
I've never even heard of what this guy was talking about. This thing, it just brings out the $800. That's all I want.
This guy is so bizarre. So.
Try it on. Real quick. Try it on.
Smells.
It does. How do you know it smells if it's not on you?
Smell it.
It does smell.
Oh boy.
Les persists in his demands, insisting that the costume is unique and irreplaceable, despite comparisons to generic Halloween costumes. To demonstrate its allure, he persuades an employee named Rick to try it on, claiming that it'll make him feel empowered. But then something strange happens. Another worker interrupts, reminding Les of an earlier deal and pushing him to speak with his father. The customer becomes more hostile and threatens the crew with horrific imagery as tensions rise.
No, you can't get this in a Halloween. Does this look like a Halloween costume? There's only one of these in the whole world. $800. Hold on, you're missing something, dude. You're missing the speed.
Oh my god.
When a customer's actions become intolerable, a tumultuous altercation ensues, setting off a dramatic sequence of events. The crew doesn't know what to do with the sweating half-naked man because nobody really wants to touch him. The staff ultimately gets Les to leave after a lot of berating and threatening, but not before one last round of obscenities and threats. Ultimately, the customer storms off, leaving behind his costume as a bizarre reminder of the chaotic encounter.
Nobody knows what to do because nobody really wants to touch this sweaty, scrawny lunatic.
Wait, come here, I'll talk to you in here. Come here.
Thank you.
Come here.
Don't
Fist Hospital, right Fist Cemetery. Which one you want?
pick it.
You pick it.
You pick
I
it,
beat
mother.
up your side.
Pick it, mother.
Do it.
Hey.
The sassy black woman strolls into the pawn shop, her demeanor already hinting at frustration. She approaches Ashley, the pawnbroker, with an air of annoyance evident in her voice as she recounts her misfortune of having her car vandalized. Pawned my necklace kinda pissed off, you know, some little hating ass bust out my windows of my car, she vents. Now she's here to cash in on her necklace, a purchase she once valued at $400, now looking to squeeze out $200. But Ashley's response isn't what she expected. Instead of a quick agreement, Ashley questions her authenticity of the necklace's diamonds, setting the stage for tension to escalate.
My necklace, kind of pissed off, you know. Some little hater ass bust out my windows in my car. That's why I'm trying to pawn this necklace. I paid $400 for it. I'm looking to get $200. What you think? Why you say that?
I just said,
Oh.
So when you bought this, what were you told that it was?
Diamonds.
They're not.
Them real diamonds, boo. I just told you how to piss up. And you telling me that you ain't gonna give me $200?
The customer's irritation boils over as Ashley challenges the necklace's legitimacy. First of all, you're coming in here with an attitude, Ashley asserts, further provoking the already incensed customer. The situation teeters on the edge as the customer warns of repercussions from her youngins in the neighborhood. But just as tempers flare, the security guard intervenes, attempting to defuse the escalating confrontation. However, the customer's retort, claiming the diamonds are breathing, only adds fuel to the fire, exacerbating the friction between her and Ashley.
Okay, first of all, you're coming in here with an attitude.
I don't get.
Well, I'm not interested in this.
If you keep playing with me, I'm gonna get real mad. This is a recession. Hey, I need the mother money, all right? Is you gonna give me the money or not? I got some young that come in the hood, tear this up.
What are you gonna do?
Is that the security guard?
Let me explain to you something. This is fake.
Don't you see? The diamonds is breathing.
The diamonds are breathing?
The diamonds is breathing.
Are you serious?
As tensions peak, the customer's threats and insults intensify. Get out of here, you ain't gonna give me my necklace, she snarls, her anger palpable. The situation spirals out of control as she lunges towards Ashley, prompting the security guard to step in decisively. With firm hands, he escorts the irate customer out of the store, her voice echoing her fury even as she's forcibly removed. The scene ends with a chaotic crescendo, leaving Ashley to exhale a sigh of relief as the door slams shut behind the departing customer, bringing an end to the tumultuous encounter.
Get out of here.
You ain't gonna give me my necklace?
Here you go.
You ain't. Don't touch me. Oh, I'll catch you outside, you dirt. No, you better not touch my thing. I'll beat your tall, gumpy ass up. I shoot her ass up.
Les gets a visit from a guy claiming he's on a mission from his wife to find furniture. A husband sent on a quest for home decor by his better half sounds like a scene from a comedy. Now, Les is prepared to negotiate, but as soon as they begin looking through the goods, things get hilarious.
Well, here's the deal. I just moved from New Jersey. My wife and I, we just bought a house, and she sent me here. She said, see what you can pick up.
Perfect. Let's find some.
You gonna clean all that up before I buy it?
That's why it's so inexpensive, right?
Really?
Yeah.
I gotta tell you, man.
We have used furniture that's used. That's why it's $397.77.
Really? Well, I only got $200.
The customer isn't overly impressed with the couch's condition. Although he has a budget, he's unwilling to spend money on something that appears to have been through a muddy wrestler's match. The banter gets funnier as the customer tries to negotiate while Les defends the integrity of his used furniture.
All right, man, let me try, man. I'll tell you what, my shoes are cleaner than this couch.
Then don't buy it.
Make me a deal. I got cash in my pocket, man.
Wow,
Come on, man.
$200.
Come on.
The customer's insults towards Les and his family turn things from funny to completely ridiculous. It resembles a farce gone wrong, with insults flying more quickly than a tennis match. Les, ever the professional, maintains his position, but the level of absurdity is escalated by the customer's attitude.
This is not the way we operate in New Jersey. What kind of operation you guys going on, man? I bet you're not here far.
This was actually my couch. We had it reupholstered and I gave it to Ashley.
Is that right?
Yeah.
Is that your daughter?
That's my daughter.
She must be nasty, too.
What did you just say?
Don't make my... Come on, man.
This is how we do it in the deep.
The customer's rudeness hits a peak, and Les puts his foot down, Detroit style. It's a showdown worthy of a Wild West movie, complete with threats and a swift exit. The customer's departure leaves everyone scratching their heads, wondering what had just happened in the wild world of pawn shop negotiations.
I got $200.
Yes, sir.
I'll go someplace else.
That's the dirty D right there, baby.
Where'd he go?
I think he went back to New Jersey, sir.
In this wild pawn shop showdown, a woman marches in ring in hand like she's about to solve the mysteries of the universe. While she's trying to pay her past due rent, her diamond ring steals the show. Like a souffle in the microwave, the tension increases with every second that goes by. A heated discussion regarding the truthfulness of the ring is started when the pawnbroker examines it with some suspicion. The woman demands $200 like she's negotiating world peace, but the pawnbroker's offer of $80 sends her into orbit faster than a rocket with a grudge. And the air crackles with sass and disbelief, leaving everybody wondering if this ring is ever going to find its way home.
Yes, ma'am.
I was coming to pawn my ring because I have to pay my rent. It was due a couple weeks ago.
Oh, okay.
Why you keep looking at my ring like $80?
$80.
I'm not just about to let you have this for $80. And I paid $500 for this ring. I mean, what, you want the studs on my lip or something? But I'm saying you gonna give me $200 though. That's the only way I'm gonna. So you gonna give me $200 or not?
The woman drops a bombshell just when you think the drama's reached its climax. She hasn't given up a ring for pennies. She challenges the pawnbroker to either pay her $200 demand or face the repercussions. It's similar to seeing a high-stakes poker match, but with more bills that are past due and, lip studs. The standoff reaches its zenith in tension greater than that of a family-sized lasagna, and everybody's left wondering who's gonna blink first. As the dust settles, the woman's exit is as dramatic as her entrance. With a final flourish, she declares her terms and storms out like a diva exiting stage left. The pawnbroker's left scratching his head, wondering what just hit him, while the security staff's probably updating their resumes after narrowly avoiding a showdown.
Man, what the?
Hey, she can go. She can go. Thank you. This woman could not keep control of herself. I don't know what the hell her problem was. I don't accept that kind of behavior. She's lucky my security staff didn't beat her ass.
In the bustling aisles of the pawn shop, two guys saunter up to Ashley with a peculiar demand. Now they're aiming for a refund, claiming that a bunch of things that they bought from the pawn shop are no longer working. As per policy, Ashley asks for a receipt, and she also asks them questions to verify what the problem is.
For a refund. When we got to our work site, it just stopped working.
We're in the construction business, declared one of the customers, with all of the air of a seasoned foreman. Now, Ashley was asking, her suspicions peaked about where the power source was. At the work site, of course, was the swift reply, a tad too rehearsed for Ashley's liking. Smelling something fishy, Seth and Les united in their quest for truth. So, Seth, being suspicious, decided to plug in all the gadgets to test to make sure that they work. And lo and behold, they worked just fine.
Receipts.
What type of work you do?
We doing construction.
Where's the battery?
The battery is at the work site. We on the clock.
No, I'm gonna put these in. Oh, that works. Oh, that one
there
works
you
too. See where it says?
But the customers were upset because their demands weren't met. No cash refunds, Ashley reminded them in a very firm but fair tone. But the two customers were unshaken and instead started to grow incredibly irate, raising their voices and bringing things to a head. Yet Ashley stood her ground, unwavering in her commitment to the rules of her trade. With a final flourish, the guys decided that maybe they had better retreat to live another day. And thus, this particular saga came to a close, leaving behind a tale of wit and willpower and the triumph of honesty.
No cash refunds?
It don't matter about that. What y'all gonna do is give us our money back right now. You gonna lose the money. Listen, guys. Listen. What you talking about? Give me my money back right now.
This scene shows a frustrated taxi driver approaching a man waiting in line at a pawn shop and demanding money for a $90 fare. But the man's attention is on receiving the money, so there's an argument. Tensions escalated because of the man's insistence on waiting in line and the cab driver's irritation.
Hey, dude! Come on, give me money. Do you see I'm in line right now? Yes or no? You stand in line to what, man? I want my...
Excuse me, hi. What's going on here?
First off, this man owe me money
Hold
for
on.
his ride.
Why is he yelling at you?
Because I owe him money. I am in line to get the loan for the car.
The situation takes a comedic turn when a third party, including Ashley and Byron, unaware of the initial conflict, intervenes. Confusion ensues as they try to understand the situation, with the cab driver emphasizing his need for payment while the man remains determined to wait for his turn in line. The introduction of the man's girlfriend in the cab adds another layer of chaos to the mix.
Report?
Yes.
Okay. Supposedly the cab driver dropped this guy off here because he wanted to get money for his jewelry to pay the cab driver.
Give me $45. I have to pawn this. Just wait. You can wait. No, I ain't waiting no more. I'm gonna get this woman and get her the hell out of the car and I'm
What
gone.
woman? You have a woman in the car?
Yes, I do. That's my girlfriend.
He's asking you to wait 5 minutes?
No, I'm out of here.
Okay, then you can go.
I'm gone.
Okay, go.
The cab driver chooses to take matters into his own hands as tensions escalate and violently extracts the man's girlfriend from the car. The man objects, and things quickly get out of hand, with the cab driver and the man at odds about taking the woman out. The taxi driver is demanding that the woman get out of his car, which makes the whole situation even more ridiculous.
All right, come on, get out of my car.
No.
Come on, get out. Get out now.
The next thing I know, the cab driver is pulling this girl out of the cab.
Hey, get your hands off. Get your hands. Hey, get out now.
Hey,
no, get your hands off. Get your hands off.
Don't
Don't touch
touch
it.
her.
Don't touch it.
Don't touch her.
Don't touch it. Get out. Don't touch
No.
it.
The conflict reaches its peak when the man's frustration boils over, and he threatens to drop the cab driver like it used rubber. Eventually, cooler heads prevail, and the man offers a solution. The cab driver can recover his fare and avoid more conflict by having another cab call. There's never a dull day at the pawn shop, to be sure.
I told you I was going to pay for it. Yes or no? What are you going to do? You want me to drop you right here? I'll drop you like a used rubber.
Get in your car, go. Get in your car. You know what? I have the best idea. I will buy you a cab. He can be out his money because he's demanding it. The boyfriend got in the taxi driver's face. I don't blame him. You don't touch somebody like that.
In this episode, we've got Les who's greeting a customer. Now, the customer's looking to sell a TV and asks how much Les is willing to offer. Les mentions that they typically sell similar TVs for under $250, which prompts the customer to express her desire for $500. Les naturally balks at the request, stating that he can't offer that much. But the customer then starts negotiating, asking what she needs to do to get the $500 that she wants.
Hi, I'm Les. Nice to meet you.
Sure. I'm looking to get rid of this.
How much did you want for the TV?
I want $500 for it. That's what I was thinking.
We actually sell them for under $250.
Okay.
So I could give you 100.
100?
100.
I need $500.
And I wish I could give you 500.
What do I gotta do to get you to give me $500?
In a comedic turn, the customer suggests her breasts as a bargaining chip, asking if they're worth $500 to Les. Les, to his credit, responds with a little bit of a bemused expression, indicating, sorry lady, they're not. The customer confidently asserts that her breasts are valued at $7,500, but Les remains unimpressed. He remarks on her attempt to negotiate with her boobs and expresses disbelief at her strategy. The customer, undeterred, insists that she never played dumb before provocatively suggesting that she's all there by flashing her breasts.
Are these worth $500 to you?
Not really.
No, these aren't worth $500. Really? They're $7,500 for these, okay? $7,500. I want some.
He was one of those people that tried to negotiate. What can I say?
Les maintains his professionalism, refusing to be swayed by the customer's unconventional tactics. He humorously remarks that anybody who flashes their breasts in a store must be all there, to which the customer confidently agrees. However, Les ultimately declines her offer, suggesting that she go elsewhere.
Oh, I am all
That's
there.
what I just said, and I could see.
All there.
You were all there twice. Thank you.
Forget it.
Thank you very much.
In the chaotic morning hustle of the pawn shop, Les notices a shady character browsing through merchandise with dubious intentions. Approaching him, Les demands an explanation, only to be met with a flimsy excuse about being kicked out of his mom's place. The guy then tries to pawn items off as coming from his mom's basement, but Les sees right through the charade. Now tension rises as insults fly, setting the stage for a showdown between Les and the would-be thief.
First thing in the morning, I see a guy walking around the store pulling off my shelves. What the hell's going on?
Hey, man, I need some money. I got kicked out. My mama kicked me out last night. My mom's basement.
Tell me where you really got the vacuum.
My mom's basement, man. Where do you think I got it from, fool?
I'm sorry, what'd you call me?
A fool! What are you gonna do about it, bald-headed?
What do you want me to do?
What are you gonna do?
What are you gonna do, buddy?
Les throws the guy out of the store because he's tired of his antics. But when the man won't go, Les has to call in reinforcements. Enter Byron, the burly bodyguard, who snatches the man and carries him expertly out the door. Byron manages the issue with the dexterity of a bulldozer making room, making for a show-worthy scene.
Talking to bug-toothed, bald-headed mother.
It's time to go.
Oh, man.
Get out of my store. You understand what I just said?
But just as Byron is leading the guy outside, his pants decide that they'd rather pull around his ankles, exposing a little bit less than friendly underwear. But that's just the icing on this whole dumpster fire of a day. As Les sees the guy's humiliation happen, he can't help but laugh. And without warning, another day at the pawn shop comes to an end, leaving us all to wonder what mischievous adventures lie ahead in this crazy world of wheeling and dealing.
Do it. Keep walking, bud. You start stealing stuff from my store, it's time for your ass to be thrown out.
Stand up.
And what an ass that...
The scene starts with Ashley getting a bit annoyed, telling the customer not to test her patience. Now she's in a hurry and warns him to speed things up. Then the customer tries to copy Ashley by snapping their fingers, but Ashley quickly shuts it down. She acknowledges the imitation, but firmly puts them in their place with a clever comeback. Even though they're joking around, Ashley still shows that she's in charge and she's not going to be disrespected.
Don't get me, I'm gonna get very, very angry right now.
Okay.
And if you can like hurry it up, then that's better.
I can. Hurry it up.
Okay, you ain't gotta snap the fingers, sweetheart.
I was just imitating you.
Okay, but you ain't gotta go that far. You behind here.
Oh.
Okay. I don't really have all day for this.
You want 20?
I want 40.
Things escalate when Ashley catches the customer imitating her again. This time, she's not as amused. With a mix of annoyance and humor, Ashley tells her to knock it off. She's not playing around anymore. Finally, she wraps things up with a funny twist, saying goodbye with a playful fake travels instead of the usual safe travels. It's a perfect ending, showing Ashley's authority and humor all in one.
Are you imitating me? Safe travels.
Safe travels.
The customer, hopeful for a good deal, brings in an item to pawn. Despite his expectations, he's offered only $20, leading to frustration and disbelief.
Yeah, man, I'm trying to see how much I can get for this. I'm trying to get at least 100 for it. Might have got 20 times, but I won't be able to get that for it. So how much can you give me? $20?
hell you mean? I'm more or less helping than anything. Man, I'm gonna need more than $20 for this, man.
Les throws the guy out of the store because he's tired of his antics. But when the man won't go, Les has to call reinforcements. Enter Byron, who snatches the man and carries him expertly out the door.
What's your offer, Jay? 20, which is probably more than I would even offer him. I need my money. I understand. Need at least $100 for this. You paid $200 for that? I overheard. Yeah, I mean, really, you paid $200. I'll sell you. I'll sell you like 4 of them. I need more than $20. Why is there more staff out here?
And I see another irate customer in line.
That's all I'm giving you. Period.
Despite attempts by other staff members to calm the situation, the customer's anger continues to mount. Profanities fly as the customer remains dissatisfied with the offered amount.
I'm the manager.
Oh, you are the manager.
I'm the manager.
You're the manager.
I'm the $20 for this. I've been waiting for an hour. Yeah, take your out of here.
How about 100? You can give me what the I'm gonna do with $20.
I don't know.
I need more than $20. I had to calm this situation down.
Take your out of here.
$20. What the I'm gonna do with $20?
New manager arrives at the pawn shop, surprising the Gold family, and they introduce themselves and express their eagerness to help out. Now, despite initial confusion, the Golds agree to give them a chance and see how their first day goes.
When I worked in sales at a bank, I was in charge of tailoring the products to the customer's wants. So I'd like to think that marketing is one of my strong suits. You like those? Like I said, they're durable, very inexpensive. What do you guys want to do? Do you want to purchase or put them in layaway today?
Definitely.
All right, I'm so excited. I got my first sale.
So what do you think?
I love it, but I'm not really sure how comfortable Ashley is about me coming in.
You know, I'm really not worried about Ashley.
Did you know about this?
Good luck, Ash. Have fun, co-manager.
The new manager showcases their sales skills, confident in their ability to tailor products to customers' needs. Despite their apparent enthusiasm, several family members question the comfort level and suitability for the position.
Can you just go back to your area?
Something you want to talk about, Ashley?
No, everything's cool.
You know, I'm just here to sell and make money for American Jewelry and Loan.
Don't just go sell.
We go from 9 to 12.
You'll never get what you paid for.
You're probably right.
Here, why don't I just move away?
What is he doing?
He's teaching her the business.
Teaching her to take over?
They're not going to get more than $1,500 anywhere else. I can guarantee that.
Great.
Wow. The new manager and this customer are currently negotiating prices over a deal. And while the new manager insists that the deal's a good one, tensions start to rise as the customer questions the offer. Meanwhile, the Golds observe the situation with uncertainty. A guy strolls in all casual, claiming he scored these concert mics from a crowd toss-up. Seth, in disbelief, questions the absurdity of magically finding zipped-up mics in a wild crowd. Cue the suspicious eyebrows.
Keep an eye on him. Hi, how are you? I'm from American Jewelry. I have a gentleman down here who is trying to sell me some microphones. Are you missing some? Exactly, I've got them. You're gonna need to come down here. All right, thanks. Ash, call the cops.
Hi, this is American Jewelry and we have stolen merchandise. Thank you.
Seth gets into detective mode, calling the venue to verify if they're missing any mics. Well, turns out they are. Cue the dramatic music and the plot thickens vibes.
How much were you looking for?
$100 a piece if possible.
How about 75 a piece?
That works.
Who the are these kids now? Are these his friends? So we're waiting for the police to come.
Okay. They're leaving.
No, man, you can't leave. The cops told us to hold you here.
Why? I'm not the person that came
We're
up
all
trying
involved
to
in the
do
group. That's the way it works. Until we know what's going on, that's the way it's going to be. So if you want us to have a seat till the cops get here.
Suddenly, the situation's hotter than a jalapeno in July. Seth's on the phone with the cops while the shady mic holder is sweating bullets. Security's on high alert as Seth tries to play cool, but it's chaos. Cue the circus music. So Ashley's caught in the middle of a classic family feud at the pawn shop. Dad's all like, "Close the door, Ashley, we need to talk." But it's not a cozy little chat. It's more of a what the heck's going on kind of situation. Turns out there's drama about TVs and Rich, and Ashley's like, I used to run this joint, dude. Cue the fireworks.
Always pinpointing at the bathroom.
always done
Can you
good.
stop talking over me? You don't appreciate me. You don't appreciate anything I do here. I don't understand. We're family. You treat me like I'm a piece of What the Do you ever point out the good stuff I do here? I don't understand. We're family. You treat me like I'm a piece of You inside. I don't even know what to do
I'm
anymore.
taking the store side.
Ashley is laying it all out. Now she's feeling underappreciated, like she's stuck in some kind of twisted family drama sitcom. She gets irritated and eventually walks out of the room.
Then I quit. I'm done.
You're not done.
Watch.
You're not done. Ashley, one last time. If you walk out that door, don't ever come.
What just happened?
Ashley just quit. She walked out that door. She's not happy with the way we treat her.
I cannot deal with it. I'm out. I don't care what he says to bring me back. I'm done.
When you allow your emotions to run a business, it's the worst thing she could ever do. You're gonna lose.
But if you thought that was it, there's another surprise twist as Ashley drops a bombshell openly declaring that she quits and that she's done, and then she pieces out, leaving everybody in shock. But Les is stuck scratching his head, wondering what the heck just happened. But Ashley has made up her mind. Emotions run wild and business gets a kick in the gut. Classic pawn shop drama. Get ready to chuckle as we witness an overenthusiastic customer diving headfirst into negotiations with Ashley over a watch. With all the finesse of a bull in a china shop, he throws out a laughable offer of just $75. Ashley, ever the comedic genius, bats it away with a playful smirk. But hold on to your hats, folks, because our customer isn't done yet. He dramatically ups the ante to a jaw-dropping $599 despite the watch being worth nowhere near that amount.
Now, before you say something, now I'm gonna be honest with you. This right here, it's worth a lot of money. So, this, I should get some change back. Hold on, wait a minute. This is worth, look at it. 2 and add 3 more zeros with it. 2,000, baby. Me out, and guess what? You gotta give me some change.
Our intrepid negotiator isn't about to back down. With the confidence of a superhero, he insists that this watch is worth its weight in gold. Quite literally. He even flaunts a fat stack of cash, convinced that he's about to seal the deal. But Ashley, bless her heart, isn't buying it. She keeps a straight face as our customer sails further into the sea of absurdity, refusing to cave to his outlandish demands.
Okay, and it's worth $2,000. It's rare to find a $2 bill that got red in it. Now tell me they ain't worth $2,000.
I'm about to go deaf right now.
Well, no more than that around your neck. You understand me? You little chunky, draws-looking person.
Okay.
Now hold on to your sides before they split, because things are about to get even funnier. As our customer cranks up the theatrics, Ashley's amusement hits an all-time high. With a twinkle in her eye, she gently reminds him that the watch isn't exactly a crown jewel. But our negotiator, bless his delusional heart, won't take no for an answer. Ashley keeps her cool, relishing every moment of this side-splitting showdown.
You know what? I'm gonna tell you something. Okay. You owe bologna sandwich. I ain't got no money.
Okay. Have a good day.
Big Mouth is hungry. Real funny, man. Y'all be killing me. I'll pawn you. Matter of fact, that $2 bill, you gonna...
And now the moment we've all been waiting for, the finale. Our customer's frustration approaches a boiling point, but Ashley, ever the queen of comedy, doesn't miss a beat. She continues to milk the situation for all it's worth, leaving our customer red-faced and defeated. And just like that, he storms off, leaving us in stitches as he hilariously fails his attempt at negotiation. Next up, we've got a furniture fiasco as a man discovers a one-of-a-kind table, only to have their excitement interrupted by another customer demanding that they vacate the throne. But the first customer's not moving.
Get your ass over and shut up.
Get off that bed.
No, I ain't getting no.
Get off that bed.
What the you gonna do, baby?
Who do you think you are to talk to me like that?
If you let me, I'll be slapping that ass. You're talking to, mother. Back up. Take my ass out of here. Really? We don't think so? You don't think so?
Tensions skyrocket amidst the customer's verbal barrage, but fear not, for Ashley steps in, serving sass and shutting down the disrespectful discourse. Honestly, with Ashley, who needs a savior in sparkling armor?
Here's the way it's gonna work. You don't disrespect my daughter in my store. Get the out of here. If this guy ever shows his face in this store again, we're gonna kick his ass.
Gonna get your hands off
Really?
me, man.
Really or what?
We go
You're
back,
disrespecting my daughter like that?
Ultimately, Les has to step in and settle the score by enforcing the rule and ejecting the unruly patron. With one stern glance, Les sends the troublemaker packing, restoring peace and reminding everybody that disrespect isn't welcome in his kingdom. The scene kicks off with Grandma storming into the pawn shop, demanding her money back for a purse that she claims is fake. Now she's not holding back, loudly insisting on a refund while the audience can't help but applaud her fiery entrance. You don't want to mess with a grandma on a mission, so she demands to restore her sense of humor before anything else happens. She insists on getting her money back, saying that the purse she purchased was just as phony as a $3 bill.
You don't need a
Ma'am,
second.
do you have the receipt?
I didn't give you a second when I gave you my money.
Ma'am, I'm trying not to really...
You took my money and I won't.
Show me the receipt.
I don't have a receipt. You sold me this purse.
Baloney. So when did you buy it?
I bought it a week ago.
Les tries to maintain his cool amidst Grandma's escalating tantrum. Now he asks for the receipt, but Grandma didn't expect that curveball. Now she intensifies her demand for a refund, saying she isn't playing games with her hard-earned money, even without a receipt in hand. Now, Les's justifications aren't going to hold water with her. She wants her money, and she wants it now.
From me.
From you. This is tarnished.
You know what that stands for? What does that stand?
I want my money.
There will be...
Don't put your hands on me.
No smoking here.
Ma'am, there will be no smoking in the store.
No smoking.
Smoking in the store. I got to calm my
Put your
nerves.
cigarette
I'm
out,
not
miss.
putting my
Miss,
cigarette
put
out.
your cigarette out.
Get your hands off me.
Put your cigarette out, miss. Miss, come here.
Get your hands off me. I'm not.
Just when you think the situation can't get any more ridiculous, Grandma takes out her cigarette and lights up in the store. Les, however, ain't having any of that and warns her right away that smoking isn't permitted anywhere, especially in his store. Grandma, however, is in no mood to follow the rules, leading to a showdown where Les tries to put out her cigarette while she vehemently refuses.
Smoking in the store. I got to calm my
Put your
nerves.
cigarette
I'm
out,
not
miss.
putting my
Miss,
cigarette
put
out.
your cigarette out.
Get your hands off me.
Put your cigarette out, miss. Miss, come here.
Get your hands off me. I'm not.
I'm bending over backwards to appease this granny. I'm trying to be professional and I'm trying to give you courtesy.
Give me my money. That's all I want is my money.
As the literal smoke clears, Grandma's still not backing down. She demands her money with a threat of legal action, insisting that she'll see Les in court. Les, exasperated, finally agrees to give her the refund just to get her out of his hair. But even as he tries to make things right, Grandma ain't done. She wants a card because she's ready to sue his butt. And with that threat hanging in the air, she finally storms out, leaving Les bewildered and relieved.
All I want is my money. Give me a card, because I'm going to sue your ass.
Okay, I'll see you in court. Goodbye.
Get your hands off me. Yeah, right.
All right.
Stupid ass mother.
Go ahead.
Whatever.
She does not remind me of my grandmother.
And just when Les thinks the ordeal's over, Grandma turns back with one final threat. She's gonna bust his window. Now Les tries to reason with her, but Grandma's not having it. She's ready to throw down. But Les, with a mix of frustration and amusement, challenges her to try. As she storms out for the last time, Les can't help but reflect on how she's nothing like his own grandma, leaving the audience in stitches at the absurdity of it all. And that's it for today. Thanks for being a part of the Hardcore Pawn adventure with us. We hope you like the drama and surprises. And make sure you stay tuned for more pawn shop stories. See you next time. Watch Les the Pawn Shop Detective figure out a mystery with messy DJs and laptops held captive. See the suspenseful investigation unfold right here.
Okay, I went to get my purse back to make my payment. She's telling me this is expired. That's my purse right there. That one right there, the black one.
A meticulous lady strides in armed with confidence and a fake receipt, proclaiming ownership of a purse. Little does she know that Ashley is the store's memory bank, fully aware of every item in its rightful place. The girl, in her eagerness, attempts to vault over the counter, unaware that Ashley, the guardian of scams, is on duty.
My purse right there.
How do you know that's your purse?
Because I know my purse. Here's the money. I want the purse. That bag was never in pawn. If you want to buy it, I just want to look at it and make sure it's not mine.
Undeterred by gravity and common sense, the girl persists in her charade. However, Ashley stands firm, recognizing the futility of the scam and the level of wrongness involved. It's like trying to sneak a peek at the answer key when the teacher is watching. Yeah, that's not happening.
First of all, I told you like I'm an idiot. Give me my purse or I'm going to come over that counter and get it myself. Oh my God. Get your hands off me.
Have a nice day. Let's go.
You.
With a swift resolution to this failed escapade, the girl finds herself unceremoniously escorted out of the store. Lesson learned. Ashley's scam radar is always on, and jumping over counters won't get you far in this pawn-filled drama. Enter the family feud. Ashley drops the bomb on her brother Seth, calling him a hypocrite. But why? Well, he casually throws around $880 for a painting, while Ashley, according to her, can't even snag a deal for $30. Sibling dynamics at their finest. And as Ashley confronts Seth about the apparent double standards, she probes into the intricacies of spending $880, questioning how bad it could be. Seth, in classic sibling fashion, argues that his purchases are all about resale value, a concept he conveniently forgets when it comes to
I am not going to forget the situation anytime soon. Seth better watch his back.
Things heat up as Ashley demands an apology. Seth takes a nosedive into being the ultimate a-hole, apologizing for an $880 buy. Oh no. Instead, he hits her with a sorry not sorry for her supposed attitude, topping it off with a charming label. Well, let's just say that it rhymes with witch. Sibling rivalry reaches a whole new level on this show.
There's two guys out here that are saying they were scammed out of their laptops, and that whoever did it is working with one of our guys. You want to come out and talk to him? All right. Thank you.
Who is it?
Les is hit with some unexpected news. A few guys claim that they've been pawned by a girl from the staff. Les, ever the detective, approaches the situation with a mix of suspicion and humor, wondering aloud if he's either unintentionally swindling customers or if bizarre customers have taken up a new form of thievery.
Tell me.
She pawned 2 of our laptops, and she told us she was gonna bring them out to the back. Some of it being, we don't.
Okay, wait. You pawned something?
Yes, she had to take it to
When did you pawn it?
Today.
Today.
She
Okay.
had to take it to her.
And the money?
Yes.
These two kids come in and talk about have some girl pawned 2 laptops.
The plot thickens as 2 disheveled DJs step into the scene, laptops held hostage. The atmosphere turns somber as the weight of the situation sinks in. It's a strange occurrence that has everyone wearing expressions of confusion and concern. Les, with his seasoned cool, casually queries about the laptop's ownership, revealing they're registered under the mysterious girl's name.
Split the money 3 ways, and one of my employees was gonna walk it out the back door. Either this is a new way for my employees to steal from me.
To contact the owner because we want.
I am the owner.
I'm just trying to switch the ticket so she can't have them.
And it's in her name.
No, that's why I wanted to know if
I can't do it.
The tension rises, but Les doesn't crack under pressure. Maturely handling the situation, he asserts that he needs the lowdown to work his magic and get those laptops back where they belong. It's a pawn shop mystery, and Les is the detective determined to unravel the peculiar case of laptops and loyalty. Tame a woman at the counter. Let's see what she's gonna come up with. Is she asking for free money? I think she might possibly be mad, though it is kind of funny that she's got enough courage to come up and ask for money without investing anything. Now, the lady at the counter frowned and asked her if she paid or not. Intriguingly, she hasn't paid anything, but she's still asking for money. And to make matters worse, she started shouting at her. Everyone around started looking at her, wondering what the hell was going on. Seth and Les get a little furious as everybody's just standing around trying to figure out what's going on. She started bullying her, but the lady tried to explain to her again that she misunderstood the agreement and they're not just gonna give her free cash. But this lady's just not listening to anybody. Well, Seth then enters, so who knows what's gonna happen next, the whole document or not, and she was not listening and constantly arguing and pointing to them as if they had done something wrong. Meanwhile, other women decided to intrude, and oh my god, it's gonna be funny. Looks like they've all decided to have a fight in the pawn shop. Wonder how that's all gonna end. And it looks like now see the other women get in and start shouting at her as everybody behind her was waiting for her to get out of the queue. So they started fighting, and now they're all having an immense fight. Everybody around is watching and laughing at them. Well, the guard had to go and break everything up. Well, at least they're all gonna get treated the same way, especially the one who created the mess. Pretty sure they're gonna hold him up and throw him out. And there they go, they're still shouting and fighting with each other as well. So they were sent outside and they started beating on each other, holding each other by their hair and hand. They beat the crap out of each other, and people around them were just watching and waiting and having a curious but funny conversation about their nonsense. Talk about a hella cringe episode.
It's Robert. Robert, nice to meet you. Nice to meet you, Dennis. Yeah, I got an item here. Might be interested in.
Okay, so there's a guy coming into the pawn shop with something in his hand, maybe a poster. But what's it for? He came to Seth and the other man and showed them this poster. Now it feels like they're interested in it, and there might be a handsome deal between them.
Detroit Lions players had signed.
Did you drag it in?
So during the flood, I seen it down there, and that's when I pulled it out. She went down there and she supported these people, and while she was walking the picket line, she would gather signatures.
You got Williams over here.
That's what, Steve Bacchus? This is the first time a guy actually brought in, and I just got on the picket line because I'm on strike right now myself. We've been on strike for almost 3 months now. $1,000.
He started describing the poster that's mainly about the protest of people in history, and it's got lots of signs of well-known people and has got a lot of worth. He explained everything in one go and demanded a heavy amount for it as it was really valuable to him. Seth told him that it's got some stains on it, and it's no doubt the same poster of historical strike, which made it worthy, but for him it might make a lot of difference.
I hate the condition of it.
I understand, and I
You gotta understand when it comes down to collectors, everything is about condition.
Absolutely. And I'm sure if your dad saw this, jump on the heartbeat.
Seth and the man explained that it's not about the worth that he's asking for, in terms of thousands of dollars, but it's also about the condition of the poster, and it's not in a very good one. The man is continuously arguing that it's got signs all over it. If Les has seen it, that he'll definitely be surprised and definitely pay more than $1,000. Well, as for Les, he just came in.
Sharper. They need to make an effort to close these deals quickly.
Through my research in that, I seen personally that one just like this, Minto, and he got $950 for it.
Right, man. So if that was mint, why would you want $1,000 for this?
He only had one signature. I have at least a dozen.
But with this tear up here,
Yeah,
and the
and
condition it's in, the water stain on the bottom, it's just a hard thing to sell.
Yeah, but even though it's in this condition, how many of it exist? Very rare.
And it's uncertified.
Right.
You know.
I'll sell for $5.
Les judged the entire piece and told him that he's asking for too much, and later on they further described that it's torn from the top and the bottom, and it's also got damage and they can't pay more for it. But he still won't agree to pay for it. But he did say that he'd charge $500 off of the amount, but they couldn't reduce it any further.
Value? Let's make a deal. $75?
No way.
Who's gonna buy it from you?
I'll just put it back in my basement, let it collect dust.
Offering you just $100 cash money right now wouldn't make a difference, you're saying?
200.
Nobody in life is ever gonna offer you more than us.
According to Seth, it's a historical and cool piece and might be a profitable deal for them. So he asked the man if they'll pay $750 for it. But the man was stunned and said that they're paying too little. He said that you should pay more, but Les is arguing that no one can pay you more than them.
You change your mind, we'll honor the 100.
Which would you prefer, 520s or a $100 bill?
520 seems like more, wouldn't it?
520s.
Plus to me.
520s right now. 100 hours. Take it or leave it.
520s.
Got a deal.
$100.
Thank you.
Thank you.
There's no question. It's a one-of-a-kind piece yet. It's a little bit of damage on it, but it's got a lot of autographs. I know we're going to make a profit.
He asked for $200, but no, it's not going to be a good deal, and they told him to leave. The man in need got a severe shock and held up the poster thinking. Les again said that they can't pay more than $100, and after some time of quietness, they agreed to the deal. Finally, the happy deal was made.
This is the guy?
Right there. Here they come again.
Les?
Hi, how are you?
I'm Attorney Kyle DeQueef.
So there's a man, probably an attorney with two ladies along, coming inside towards Les at a pawn shop. Now, Les knew about it before. He asked for Les, and fortunately, he was at the counter. He asked why they had arrived at the store.
She's retained me to represent her in regard to a ring.
Okay.
My client brought in a $10,000 ring here, and she wants to either collect the remaining money owed to her on the ring or get the ring back. She's got a receipt.
Let me explain to you. This is a counterfeit ticket.
He said that he came here for the ring, which they bought from these ladies for $10,000, but they didn't pay and gave them the receipt. Now, he put up the receipt and showed it to Les and accused him of cheating and stealing from the women and taking their expensive ring. But Les was cool and controlled his anger.
Whoever produced this ticket didn't understand this is the amount of numbers that are here.
Okay.
Number 2 is state law mandates that we print the law in a 12-point font.
Okay.
This is much smaller.
That is some bull.
It may be bull, but that's the truth.
I don't know how I got mixed up.
There's the game-changing point. Les, after listening to him, explained that he will reveal the truth now by showing the real receipt that they had. He went and came back with real receipts that they've been giving to the customers. There, he spotted major differences. He notified him of the major changes in the receipt that he brought. The man looked rather weak and stunned in response.
Printing wrong or whatever, but this is the ticket he got from here.
He didn't get it from him. He didn't get it from him.
So now we just liars and we just come
I'm
here.
not saying that you are.
So you trying to send my son a lie?
I wish I had better news for you, but
That's bull. That's bull.
The numbers don't match up. The paper stock doesn't match up. This is a fake.
Now you side with them. You're not representing us. If I don't get my ring or my money from them, how you gonna get paid?
The attorney turned to the women, but oh my god, they're still accusing Les of having given them the wrong receipt and asking the attorney to take the money from Les. The man, being down on himself as you can see, argued with them. The man showed the evidence to the ladies and told them that they were having the wrong receipt, but they continued to argue.
The ticket, how about that?
No, I don't believe that the store gave me this ticket.
Nah, well, I don't believe you a real attorney. We ain't got it right. This bull. Somebody better give me my money.
Yeah.
he's my attorney.
You, him, security.
Have a nice day.
Nah, you got me, bitch.
Sorry, young man.
The ladies started harassing both of them and started using personal attacks. They were all arguing amongst themselves. Pretty crazy. The attorney went back as he can't do anything for the ladies.
How are you?
I'm doing okay.
What can I help you with?
Either trying to get a loan on it or you guys can buy it. Trying to sell it for maybe like $150.
$50.
Why is it $50? The certificate and everything is in there. And the bag costs actually way more than that.
Well, if you can tell, it's actually stained
Okay.
all through here.
I'm trying to sell it for $150 or get a loan for $75 instead of the $50.
Yeah, I wasn't interested in more than 50.
If you know purses, then you know the
As our unsuspecting customer strolls into the kitchen at chaos, little does she know what's cooking today. Ashley, patiently bracing herself for another round of absurdity, politely inquires about what the customer's looking to offload. The girl, blissfully unaware of the purse's actual value, confidently suggests a price that's almost a steal.
It costs way more than that.
Okay, but I'm not going to pay you for the amount that you think it's worth because it's stained. This is not one of the newer ones. This is not this season. I know about purses. It was torn. It was stained. It's not even the last season's bag. The thing is old.
But you still willing to buy for $50 though, so if it wasn't worth
And now the plot thickens. The lady asserts that if Ashley truly understood purses, she'd gladly accept the offered amount. However, Ashley, standing firm in her claim that the purse is torn and not worth more than $50, creates a hilarious clash of valuation difference.
we even say $50.
So they didn't say it wasn't worth.
Can I talk to somebody else? I don't want to talk to your pepperoni looking ass. Can I get somebody
My pepperoni looking at. Pepperoni ass? I don't even know what that means. She take a look at her own ass.
Can I get somebody else to talk to? It don't even matter. I don't have to talk to you.
And I don't talk to you either, so why don't you go home? Leave
Can
our
I talk
store.
to somebody
Nope.
else? Why do I have to talk to you?
Because
You
I'm the
disrespectful.
manager. I'm disrespectful and you call me a pepperoni ass?
Ugly ass bitch.
F you.
And it's time to cue the drama. Ashley throws out the bold figure of $50, and it hits the customer like a curveball she wasn't ready for. Feeling the heat, our lady teeters on the edge of diplomacy and blurts out the unforgettable line. She labels Ashley a pepperoni ass and decides that she'd rather chat with anyone but her. Talk about spicing up negotiations.
3 males walked into a pawn shop. One of the suspects stood at the door as a lookout while the other 2 suspects walked directly over to the display cases.
So, like, these 3 guys roll into the pawn shop, just casually strolling in. The other 2 guys, they head straight to the fancy display cases. It's all got suspicious vibes. And then, bam! One of them whips out a sledgehammer and starts smashing the glass. Things are starting to get pretty wild.
At some point, a customer from the place is seen leaving calmly while the lookout tells her to hurry up.
The suspects appeared to be wearing heavy-duty gloves in order.
At one moment, a person from the shop strolls out all calm, and someone's keeping an eye on her, urging her to speed up. The people thought to be involved seem to have on these tough gloves, maybe so they don't get any cuts.
Not to get cut while removing the glass from the cases. Both suspects placed the jewelry and many other valuables in the bags.
So when they took off the glass from the cases, both of them put the jewelry and lots of other valuable stuff into bags. After that, they hightailed it out of the store in a black Mercury marquee.
Case at? Where the case at? Where is it at? Where you put them on?
The guy storms into the pawn shop all worked up and starts shouting about a missing case. He's demanding to know where it is, and he appears to be accusing the staff of removing. The feeling of stress in the air is increasing, and it's obvious that something is wrong.
Not take gangs, take your wives, my damage to that's the way it came in like the kids. I know. You gonna act like I ain't got no sense?
He's accusing us of taking games out of his unit. Look at the ticket. It never said with game.
The atmosphere gets even more intense as the guy accuses the pawn shop of messing with his games. Les, the cool guy at the pawn shop, stands his ground. The customer's getting more agitated, making accusations and even talking about blowing up the place, which is just adding to the chaos.
At that point, man, you can get your arms up off belly and none of your body parts on me, bro.
After all the stress I have, the last thing I need is a customer causing a scene.
Despite the escalating situation, Les stays calm. He tries to talk sense into the upset customer, especially with a big event coming up the next day.
I know how to walk. I ain't illiterate because I potted a week and y'all motherfuckers in my middle row and put them games in there. And you wasn't even standing there when I paused it. Somebody need to blow this place up.
It's time to go, sir.
You ain't gonna get my window. I'm not. Let go. Can I get my weed? Don't get it for you, don't worry. You're making a threat like that?
The situation becomes alarming when the upset customer makes a threat to blow up the place. Les, rightfully concerned about the safety of everybody, asks the guy to leave. Security becomes a priority, and the customer's demand for his belongings takes a back seat to the potential danger that he's creating. That's a challenging moment for Les, who's just trying to manage the chaos caused by an irate customer.
How's it going, man?
What's going on, man?
Everything good. How about you?
I'm doing good.
Good. What can I do for you?
Let me get these like 400 for this watch right here.
What can I do for you today?
Can I get like 400 for this watch right here? It's worth $820.
Les, chilling at the pawn shop, notices a guy walking in, watch in hand. Les, being friendly, asks how things are going. The guy, hopeful, wants $400 for his watch. Les, the cool pawn detective, calmly discusses the watch's worth, revealing it's valued at about $82.
Yo, man, tell me the truth. What'd you really pay?
Telling you the truth, man. Come on, give me four for this watch, man. Come on, man.
We deal in high-end watches. This was worthless. Nothing for us to deal with.
Come on, give me like $450 for this watch.
Yelling at me.
I got a baby on the way, dog.
Congratulations.
I'm sick of living at the crib, man. My girl on my head.
The negotiation heat rises as the guy insists on $400, but Les suggests $7. The guy, pleading and sharing his life story about a baby on the way, asks for $400 again. Les stands firm, offering him the same price, which leads to a bit of yelling. The guy, feeling frustrated, calls the place bull ass and expresses his discontent.
You want $10?
I don't do it $10.
I have no idea.
Go to Coney Island. Give me
Coney Island is good.
Coney Island on $10. Got a baby on the way. They gonna do this to me, dog. What you looking like a crazy fool?
The tension escalates, and the guy feels disrespected, using strong words and even threatening Les. Les, staying cool, suggests maybe he should have been given $400, hinting at a broken lamp that needs payment. The situation gets intense, with the guy considering if he should have taken the deal.
Cash for this watch, man. 400?
Oh, I'm sorry.
This is a bullshit-ass place, man. This whole ass place, dog.
Excuse me.
You call it what? You call him a bitch?
You?
I'll knock you the out. You don't know who you talking to.
Tell me.
Dog, don't touch me, homie, dog. Touch me, dude.
Then maybe he would have been able to pay me for the lamp that he broke.
Yo, I'm off you, dog.
The guy, still upset, leaves the shop, but not without some fiery words. Les reflects on the encounter, realizing maybe he should have given $400 to avoid the chaos. The drama ends, leaving behind a mix of emotions and a used watch. Life at the pawn shop remains unpredictable and full of surprises.
How you doing today?
Hey, pretty good. How are you?
Real good, thanks. I'm Les.
Les, I'm Randall. How are you?
Randall, oh, you got a hell of a grip. Wow. What the hell is it?
Call it a ring.
Okay. I didn't think it was a bus. How'd you get it?
I just got it.
This guy smelled like a brewery. Okay. How much did you want?
I'd like $500 for it.
Why?
Why? Because I need it.
Yeah, I
got
you.
2 DUIs.
A person walks into the pawn shop, catching Les's attention. Things start getting interesting right away. The person wants $500 for a ring and shows it to Les. Les, being curious, asks where the ring came from and why they want to sell it. The person gets really mad when Les asks questions. The intensity in the air rises as the person angrily explains why they're selling the ring. Les stays calm, making it a surprising and dramatic moment in the pawn shop.
Well, if it was gold, I'd give you more than $500, but it's not real.
I know it's worth $500 and you're gonna give me $500.
Well, actually, this was gold, but it was brass. It had no value. I understand. You have court issues. The problem is,
I need $500 for it.
I'm sure you do.
Man, I
don't know why you
need.
As the conversation continues, Les drops a bombshell. He tells the person that if the ring were real gold, he'd offer a whopping $2,500. Feeling a glimmer of hope, the customer suggests, just give me the $2,500 then. Expectantly awaiting a positive response, Les, with a touch of humor, reveals the harsh reality. He explains that the ring is fake, not even worth $500, and he won't pay that much for a counterfeit ring.
You gotta give me something for it.
I can't give it to you. I'm sorry.
Give it to me anyway. Man, you can give me something for it. No, you give me something
Just don't
for
beat
it.
on the glass. This guy was drunk.
You give me that ring back. Give me that.
It's the.
I ain't going nowhere. Man, get away from me.
Out of here. I paid like $1,000 for this ring, and you only talking about $100. Get the hell out of here, $100.
Can we hurry up?
Yeah, leave.
No. I was the one that came in here, tried to spend my money, is what I did.
You want to see crazy? I'll show you crazy. I better not see you again, and if I do, I'll hit you on my truck pile.
I mean, I'm not leaving out of here till I get to $30.
The big customer swings at Ashley and doesn't miss. A man flips out about his missing game system. The customer starts to throw stuff when told no. The female customer turns hostile when a laptop pawn goes horribly wrong. An angry wife wants her wedding ring back. A woman flips out because her ring was sold. A customer tries to eat her cake and have it too. Some customers are just out there. So today, we're gonna look at some of the crudest customers ever to come to the store.
Hey, don't walk past me no more. I've been standing here forever trying to get somebody to help me. Why don't you come? Hey, I know you hear me. No. You know what? Give me a manager or something.
A customer isn't happy with the services and is more than happy to trumpet her grievances.
Hi. You a manager?
Hi, I'm Ashley.
You need some better help up in here. I've been standing here going on almost 2 hours. And here it is, ain't no point to it.
Screaming really loud. So let me see your receipt.
Here's my receipt. Look.
Because
he told me. Excuse me, nothing.
You need to leave. You need to walk your back out the door. No.
The lady gets her wish for a manager fulfilled.
What? You know what? Don't try to walk me out. What? Yeah, I ain't one to look.
This lady was a hot ball of a mess.
Funky stuff. Dang on place. Just I'm the good witch. Y'all about to see the bad witch.
This is against not only store policy, but also the law, and Ashley sends the woman home the same way she came in, angry.
I paid for my to get back, not nobody else. I don't want nobody. I want my.
The problem is we still haven't found it. Let me be honest with you. We don't have it in the store right now.
How is it not in the store?
I don't have the faintest idea. Apparently he's not very happy with the gaming. Give him my money back. So let's come over here. Let's write him up. Come right over here and we'll take care of you.
The customer has had his item in pawn, but it's gone when he tries redeeming it.
For the community. You ain't even trying to. The worst thing.
What does the community have to do with you?
Because I did something for you.
Stop yelling at me. Stupid.
Get your hands off. Get my
Don't be stupid. So what does that mean?
It means what I said. You a man, I'm a man.
Don't be
You
stupid.
a man, you don't be stupid. I don't give a
No, he's just being an ass about it.
you.
When Les intervenes, things seem to settle down, but the customer gets way too comfortable.
Now, sir, calm down. I give you my word, whatever I owe you, you're gonna get.
You got supposed to be mad.
Here's what I can give you. He finally calmed down and we struck a deal. This was one of those situations that should have never happened. The problem was, Seth's guys f***ed up.
He tells me I can run stuff, and then he doesn't give me the power to do it. Let me make the decisions. You have to trust me every once in a while.
Just when you think it can't get worse, it does, as the man goes for Les's throat.
Good. What's up with this?
Give me 1 second, sir. To be honest, I don't think we're gonna take them, brother.
You say what? Go get somebody for me, dog. This made me act up.
Yeah, what's going on, man?
What's going on, cuz? 40? No?
Yeah, I'm not interested.
For real?
For real.
This mother on that bum.
Listen, don't be throwing the at me. You understand? You understand?
There's no shortage of entitled customers who come into the store, and this next one easily fits the bill.
I mean, what's up with that?
Nothing. Just called me a scene, so.
Y'all about to rush me or something?
Here's a guy yelling at the front.
What's up with that? On that bum.
Listen, don't be throwing the at me. You understand? You understand?
Trying to gang
You understand that, dog?
Trying to gang up.
Understand that, dog?
Trying to gang up.
Don't ever throw. Take your hands off my mother.
With the customer starting a tantrum, Les finally speaks, and let's just say the others were nicer to the man-child than he was.
Yo, y'all ain't over here anyway. I smack the out your ass.
Don't even reach behind nowhere.
Reach what? Nigga, if I got it, got it.
Reaching, Jonas. Don't be killing my
whatever.
stuff.
Where the is the loan at? Don't try to steer me down.
On what you gonna do? This guy was threatening me that he's coming back. Does he think we don't have security cameras? Does he think we don't know what his license plate number is? It'll be his worst day. If he even thinks about
Try to step up like they was some players. They ain't even really in my ball game. I'm in for real. I'm up.
this mother thought he was a badass. As you can see, I'm a badass.
Les not only kicks him out, but also ensures the man stays out. If it were up to him, they'd probably ship the man to another state.
Hello. How are you?
I'm fine. How are you?
I like your nail polish colors.
Thank you.
What do we got here? A laptop?
Laptop.
You type in your password? What brings you in today?
I just want to pound it in so I can get.
How do you forget when's the last time you used this?
About a month ago.
You forgot your password?
Yeah.
Try again.
I need at least 165. I mean, I can't do 125. 65 or not.
When a lady comes in with her laptop, she forgets her password and manners, but Ashley can only help her with one of those problems.
Okay, I know what, I ain't got time for it. It's like you don't like your job. If you don't like your job, you shouldn't work here, sweetheart. I'm sorry, you really shouldn't.
I am respectful.
Learn how to talk, learn how to talk, learn how to talk.
Have a good day.
You were too silly.
So are
Don't
you.
touch my toes. Flat out.
You done?
I don't give a like I said, I don't care. I can take my business somewhere else.
The lady obviously doesn't like the sound of $150, and the negotiation goes downhill from there.
Lady, or are you a baby?
Excuse me, sweetheart.
Hi.
What you looking at, bitch? What the you looking at? I'm talking to you, bitch. What you looking at?
You know what? Take this outside.
What the you looking at? What the bitch? You fat bitch. Fat ass
You're
bitch.
broken.
Wait, with a fat ass bitch. Go walk somewhere,
Wow.
bitch. You talking like I said, I can take my business somewhere else. You don't know me, bitch.
Crazy.
That's what I'm talking about. Walk away. Bye. Bye.
What more can we do?
Since the lady won't stop talking, Ashley engages her, and it's like setting fire to dried sticks.
Council manager,
That's me. How can I help you?
my wedding ring that's $5,000, you guys have it. I want it back.
Okay. Your ring.
Yes, he took it because we're having financial problems. I get why he did it. I just want to come in. No, I didn't make a police report. The hell am I going to make a police report for? I'm not going to call the cops on my husband. I'm coming to you to get my...
For the ticket?
Oh, my God. I want my ring. Can
Okay,
you
so
get
let
in the
me-
computer
Okay, so
and
let
look
me
up the name,
okay,
tell me how
so-
much I owe you, and give me my...
Nothing is scarier than a woman with a vendetta, and Ashley's best effort to handle this one with care absolutely fails.
All I want.
Okay, so let me explain to you how this works. First of all, I don't just look up somebody's name and give you their information.
I didn't ask you to give me the information. Give me my ring. You bring your butt out here and you assist me out. Please, bring it. That's all I want is my ring. No! Up yours. I want to see you walk outside. Come on. You're so big and bad. Yelling, screaming. Can't type anything to a computer. Oh, this bitch. I'm going to come back and get my... I promise I'm going to come...
The lady doesn't appreciate Counselor Ashley, and the exchange turns sour.
American Joy. Oh, hell no.
Oh, you should have
Well, somebody gonna pay for it, like I said.
I'm not paying for
Bitch, you might as well get off the phone because somebody about to pay for my... Hey, you...
The lady comes in armed with her TV and a vast vocabulary. The Golds might not like the latter, though.
When I came to the door...
So how did she break your TV?
Because I told her to hold the door and I dropped it and it cracked. See? It's cracked.
Okay, so what do you want me to do about it?
I don't know. Is you the manager?
Yeah, so maybe
you
you
the
want
manager, but you ain't act.
I don't know what this lady was all about, but how dare you come in my store and make a huge scene?
Don't trust me.
What is you gonna do?
Bitch, you gonna say
Don't act stupid.
The ladies might come to blows, and Ashley steps in to keep that from happening.
You is the type that will get smacked.
Really?
Really.
Try it.
Y'all got me up.
You have
Go get
1
my
minute
TV.
to get your out of her phone.
Oh, bitch. Ratchet ass.
Don't trip.
What's up, bitch, and fix your makeup.
Don't trip.
Bitches, you go.
Whoa. Hit yourself in the head.
Yeah, this what I would have did to you if you would have came close.
I did.
The woman does not like being evicted and transfers her anger to Ashley, but she isn't the first sassy customer the staff's gonna handle.
I knew it. System is making everything slower at the front. Like, is nobody realizing this except for me? Free loan line. So I can't get your TV through my little tray here.
Well, I don't have the time to wait in that line. I've got to get out of here. I've got things to do. There's a long line. Do not have the time to do that. Just come out here and take my TV from me and give me some money for it.
This customer takes the adage, time is money, quite literally when he's asked to wait in line.
Seriously?
Yes. Come out here and take my TV and give me some money for it.
Over the front, and it's starting to make me insane.
Here's the TV. I need some money.
Okay, for me,
No.
there is a line, but you're not going to come in here and demand money.
Here. Oh, yeah, okay. You guys see
know
this?
what?
Everybody see this bullshit?
What?
I just damn store.
Sure.
You.
Yay! Okay. I mean, look at the line. The line is huge.
Ashley doesn't appreciate being told what to do by rude customers and lets the man know in clear terms. Looks like his TV's going home with him today.
You looking at mother? Get the off me. Hey, what the you look?
I need my $20. $100.
No, Mama, calm down.
You won't believe how much this customer did when he couldn't take in the truth.
Get the out of here, man.
Get the out of here.
Why are you standing behind me?
It's a bright and sunny day at the pawn shop, but hold on to your hats because we're in for a wild ride. This cool and laid-back Albanian dude strolls in with a bunch of ancient comic books. When I say cool, I mean it. Like, look at this.
Les. Ganti, how you doing?
What's your name?
Ganti.
Genti?
Yeah.
Where are you from?
He's got dollar signs in his eyes, thinking they're worth a fortune. But is he in for a surprise or what? Les and Ashley, the shop owners, give them their usual warm welcome. The customer proudly showcases his prized comics, claiming they're from the groovy 70s and in mint condition. He's even bold enough to demand a whopping $2,000 for the lot. What? They are shocked.
How much did you want for him?
I was looking around 2,000, man.
$2,000.
But our savvy Ashley ain't falling for it. She spots the bent corners and unimpressive preservation, grilling the customer about their sorry state. Poor fella, he's speechless. Didn't see that coming, did he?
These, do you see the edges?
That's just one of them. Come on.
No, actually, that's all.
Ashley cuts straight to the chase and offers a jaw-dropping $5 for the entire stack. Yep, you heard it right. a gigantic drop from his lofty $2,000 expectation. Naturally, our customer isn't happy with the lowball and tries to haggle. But kudos to Ashley and Les, they hold their ground, eventually nudging the price up to a massive $6.
Come on, you guys just work with me a little bit. Give me something, you know what I mean?
6?
And that's when things go from 0 to chaos. Our previously calm customer suddenly loses it, accusing the shop of playing mind games. Leslie tries to calm him down, reassuring him they're not joking around. But no, he won't take their word for it. He insists on verifying the authenticity of the comics, and Ashley's response takes him to new levels of shock.
From the 1970s.
So am I.
I don't go for you.
Oh boy, buckle up, because it's all downhill from here. The customer starts swearing up a storm, slamming the table like a man possessed. He's convinced he's being duped, and boy is he fuming.
Like you're playing me right now, because I know this is worth way more than $6.
The situation gets so out of hand that a burly bodyguard has to step in and escort him out. But wait, there's more. Right before leaving, he pulls a move that really ticks off another customer. Talk about adding fuel to the fire.
Get the off me. Hey, what the you look? Come here.
Next thing you know, we're witnessing an impromptu street brawl right inside the shop. These two customers throw punches like they're in a heavyweight championship match. And let me tell you, it's a hilarious sight to behold.
Come on, fuck me. You little bitch.
Eventually, the bodyguards swoop in like superheroes and drag both fighters out. Man, talk about a show. After the dust settles, our Albanian friend tries to save face with a final quip. I'm Albanian, baby. Well, my friend, you certainly lived up to that fiery reputation of yours. What a roller coaster of a pawn shop experience, folks. Next up, just another regular day at the pawn shop. People coming and going. Some happy, some not so much.
Hold on, bro. Hold on. Let me prove my point.
Now here's a guy who walks in hoping to get a loan of $100 for his gold chain. And you know what? The receptionist happily agrees. Loan approved, right?
How much would you like?
$100.
Okay. I can do the $100.
Well, hold your horses, because this is where things go haywire. This customer seems all polite and even hands over his ID for verification. But then he brings up this 20% business, as it's written on the sign right there. The receptionist is completely lost, and the customer starts explaining how he should get 20% added to the $100 loan, making it $120.
Put my 20%, right?
What 20%, sir?
The sign right here say I get 20%.
But the poor receptionist has no clue what he's talking about. Politeness goes out the window, folks. The man's anger instantly flares up when he realizes the receptionist is clueless. He asks her if she's ever seen the sign in her life, and boy does he point it out right in front of the shop. Talk about intense.
Sir, I don't know what you're talking about.
Is you serious?
Yes, sir.
Ma'am, you ain't never seen the sign?
Now, this angry customer won't let it go. His voice keeps getting louder, drawing everyone's attention in the shop.
I'm supposed to get 20%. You said you gonna give me 100. I get 20% of 100.
We see as the bodyguard's on alert, and even Seth, the boss, steps out of his office to see what the commotion is all about. The man keeps angrily repeating that he's supposed to get that 20% with $100. When the receptionist refuses to budge, he demands to see the manager. Seth steps up and asks the customer to read the sign again. He patiently explains what it actually means.
At another pawn shop, bring me in the ticket, and when you take it out of that pawn shop, I'll give you 20.
But does our furious customer listen? No way. He's sticking to his guns, dead set on his demands. He even goes back and snatches the sign to show it to the receptionist and Seth. You can practically feel the tension, folks. If Seth wasn't behind that glass, this guy might have thrown a punch. Clearly, he's not thinking straight. That's when the bodyguard steps in and takes the sign away from him.
Hey, straight up. My man, let this go. Let this go. 20%.
The angry customer doesn't even give Seth a chance to explain. Oh boy, talk about rage blinding a person. This irate customer keeps shouting in the shop, demanding his 20%, hoping someone will back him up.
Sir.
Why?
Well, because you're
false advertising. I guess you think
You're not letting.
But here's where things escalate. This customer challenges Seth to step out of his glass office and face him like a man. Whoa, the temperature's rising in here. But Seth's having none of it. He tells him to get out since he's causing a ruckus. And you know what happens next? He gets escorted out by the bodyguard. And get this, he tries to take the sign with him.
I'm getting something out this bro. I'm you down for this time, my man. I'm gonna chase you down. The mother.
Gotta admit, that's a bit hilarious. But the bodyguard quickly snatches it back, and the customer keeps cursing as he leaves the shop. But wait, there's more. To show his anger, this guy grabs a harmless plant and throws it on the ground.
$20 worth right there, bitches.
Oh man, what did the plant do to him?
Seriously, what did the plant ever do to you, man? And off he angrily storms away. It's never a dull day around here, is it? This next lady has real poor luck, but it does not excuse her behavior.
Wait, man. The door's right there. Have a good day.
Because you got a big dude, you think you hot?
So this lady storms into the store demanding her stuff back, which happens to be just 2 TVs. The receptionist asks her for some ID and tickets as proof, but this lady is completely clueless.
I need your ID or the tickets. My what?
She doesn't have any of those things, and here comes the shocker. Her boyfriend pawned off her belongings. Can you believe it? Now she wants them back, and it's a pretty messed up situation to be honest. She explains to the receptionist that she can't provide the required documents because her no-good boyfriend isn't even around anymore. He left her high and dry. Ouch, that's gotta hurt. Now Ashley, who overhears the whole thing, initially sympathizes with this poor girl. But hold up, that sympathy doesn't last for long, and for good reason.
I feel terrible for her, but I can't help her without her ticket.
This customer suddenly loses her mind, like all the anger in the world has consumed her. And guess what she does next? Brace yourselves, people. She starts yelling and banging on the glass window, demanding her precious TV.
Don't bang on my window!
Seriously, that's not how you get things done. Even if someone is trying to help you, no one will tolerate that kind of behavior. Ashley, understandably furious, tells her to back off. The situation gets so heated that Ashley has to step out of the room to confront this unruly customer. And guess what? This lady has the audacity to threaten Ashley. Well, Ashley isn't one to back down, so she tells her to get the heck out of the shop. This customer is beyond crazy, I tell you. It seems like she had a truckload of problems even before she set foot in the store.
What? I dare you.
Now, the bodyguard steps in to escort her out, but oh boy, this girl goes on a rampage. She knocks over everything in her path, completely enraged. Come on, girl, you seriously need to chill out.
Bye! What? I said to leave.
Finally, they manage to get her out of the shop, but you won't believe what happens next. Unlike the previous guy who threw a plant, this woman tries not once, not twice, but 3 freaking times to break back into the store. I mean, seriously, woman, get a grip on yourself. This is just embarrassing for everyone involved.
But damn it, we're not your local psychologist neither.
Even the bodyguard has had enough at this point, and he can only imagine what kind of crazy exchange must have taken place. Man, oh man, what a wild scene that must have been. This next guy is the most polite guy you'll see, but things take an interesting turn.
I'm trying to help you solve your issue.
What you mean?
Well, folks, let me tell you about this wild encounter that went down, starting with a seemingly innocent greeting.
Hey, how are you?
I'm good, how are you?
Well, actually, I'm not doing so good.
Little did anyone know, trouble was brewing. You see, this poor customer was feeling down because his dear grandma had passed away. He needed to sell something urgently to scrape together enough cash to cover his rent. Now that's a tough spot to be in, right? Enter Ashley, a real gem of a person. She genuinely empathized with this guy and offered a helping hand. So the dude decides to sell his late grandma's ring, thinking it's made of real gold and worth a fortune. Ashley, being the responsible gal she is, takes a good look at the ring to verify its authenticity. And guess what? It's not the real deal, folks. It's as fake as a knockoff Rolex.
300.
Okay. Do you have anything?
Naturally, Ashley breaks the news to the guy and asks if he's got anything else to pawn instead. But this fella, he ain't buying it. He's convinced that Ashley's got it all wrong, and he wasted his precious time chatting with her. Well, hold your horses, buddy. Ashley calmly reassures him that his time wasn't wasted and suggested he could pawn his TV instead. But oh boy, this suggestion hit a nerve. He starts acting all weird and uncooperative, throwing a tantrum.
TV. You can pawn your TV.
What the I look like?
Now, here's where things get intense. Ashley's just trying her darn best to help this guy out, but he's not having it. He demands his ring back and starts searching for someone else to deal with.
I'm trying to do whatever I can to help him.
This not making no sense.
And when Ashley tries to explain that she's simply doing her job to lend a hand, it's like a switch flip inside this guy's head. He goes ballistic, questioning Ashley's every move and acting all erratic. It's honestly a bit scary, folks. Believe it or not, this fella has the audacity to tell Ashley to lower her voice, even though he's the one causing all the ruckus. Talk about pushing boundaries. He even has the nerve to put his hand on her face trying to belittle her. And get this, he's not even listening.
Lower your voice.
Don't
Lower your
tell
voice.
me
Lower
what
your
to do.
voice.
Don't
Lower your
push your-
voice.
He's busy with his threats, making Ashley's job even harder. But our girl Ashley, bless her heart, stands her ground like a champ. But wait for it, folks. Here comes the jaw-dropping twist. Out of nowhere, a hero emerges.
My face.
Lower your
Don't
voice.
put your
You got
finger
me.
in
No, you got me.
Bam! This mysterious stranger slams our angry customer to the ground, WWE style. Can you believe it? And that's not all, folks. This hero then grabs the unruly fella and drags him out of the place. Because guess what? The dude still won't quit.
On the ground. On the ground. On the ground, mother.
He keeps up with his nonsense, making threats and vowing to return for more. Seriously, what on earth did Ashley ever do to deserve this kind of treatment? It's downright mind-boggling, folks. Well, the last person on this list is no less than any other irrational person than earlier.
If the item was worth the money, I would give her money, but he was a loudmouth.
It's just another ordinary day at the shop when this woman walks in, hoping to make some quick cash by selling her jewelry. Pretty common scenario, right?
How you doing?
I'm good.
Trying to find this here.
Well, here's the twist. It's also quite common for people to claim that their jewelry is real, when in fact, it's not. But it all depends on how they react when they find out the truth. Now, this particular woman already seems a bit agitated as she approaches the counter to sell her rose gold earrings. Les, the shopkeeper, takes a look at the earrings and bluntly informs her that the color is not real. Surprise, surprise.
I can feel you.
Okay, so what's up?
They're not real.
The woman didn't see that coming. Les goes on to explain why the color is faded, indicating that the earrings are not made of real gold. Now, you'd expect her to accept the reality and move on, right? Nope, not this lady. Instead, she comes up with a lame response like, well, duh, that's because it's rose gold. Seriously? I mean, it's common knowledge that when the color starts fading on real gold, it's a clear sign that it's not genuine. But this woman insists it's two-tone rose gold, while Les insists it's just some base metal.
They were just base metal. It's not gold. Base metal is going to turn colors when you put chemicals on it.
Come on, lady, listen to the expert here instead of getting all rude. The fact is, base metal changes colors, not real gold. It's pretty clear that this woman just wants some money and has the audacity to demand $200 for those earrings. And as if being rude wasn't enough, she starts hurling abuse at poor Les.
That real rose gold earrings, man, I need $200 right now. What the is the...
Talk about being confused and disrespected. I can't blame Les for not taking that kind of nonsense. So the bodyguard steps in to escort the woman out of the shop. But guess what? She keeps insisting that she wants her money and even asks the bodyguard to check the earrings again. Seriously, lady, drop it already. Here's the funny part, and you'll never guess what Les did next.
Yeah.
You want me to wrap these up?
Yes, he did that. I mean, why bother with someone who refuses to listen, right? Eventually, the woman is escorted out by Les and the bodyguard. But she doesn't give up that easily. She actually tries to break into the shop not once, not twice, but 3 times. I can't help but feel secondhand embarrassment for her. It's like witnessing pure insanity.
He's out.
In conclusion, this woman's behavior was out of line. Instead of accepting the truth and moving on, she chose to be rude, abusive, and persistent. It's a good thing Les and the bodyguard stood their ground and didn't let her disrupt the shop. Let's hope she learns a lesson from this and thinks twice before causing such a scene in the future.
My dad truly believed that this glass could be something.
Space for years.
And you never know what surprises will walk through that door. Today we've got Seth bringing in something that's blowing everyone's mind, and boy is he in for a shock. Our friend Penny rolls in with a rare 83 T-top Cutlass, lowrider frames, and a fully customized beauty. Whoa, whoa, whoa! This is the stuff dreams are made of. These babies are like finding a needle in a haystack these days, and you can see Seth's eyes light up with excitement. Easy there, Seth, don't get too carried away.
We see all types of old cars come through the store.
Does it do the four-wheel hop?
It could if you wanted it to.
This amazing car is decked out with 4 switches and can hop up to 72 inches in the front. And guess what? If you're up for it, it can even do a 4-wheel hop. Talk about a versatile ride.
If you wanted it to, sure. It's equipped to. But it's very rare we see a tricked out car that actually jumps off the ground.
This car is the real deal, folks. It's got all the bells and whistles you could imagine. How often do you come across a fully equipped ride like this? Seth can't help but admit that it's incredibly rare to see a car that's not only fully customized, but can also jump off the ground. He can't resist showing off, telling us about the car's 4 hydraulic pumps and a whopping 14 deep cycle batteries. More batteries mean more power, right? Seth and his buddy can't resist the temptation to hop in and experience it firsthand. And let me tell you, they are having a blast. Now, Seth really wants this car, but he wants it at the right price. Penny, on the other hand, is hoping to fetch $12,000 for it. Will Seth bite the bullet and make the deal? Well, here's the twist.
How about $4,000?
Seth is only willing to dish out $4,000 for it. Whoa, talk about a huge drop. You can see the disappointment on Penny's face. He explains that he spent $4,000 just on the paint job alone. After some negotiation, Penny agrees to settle for $10,000. But Seth tries to push it further, offering $7,000. You know he wants it.
It's very rare we see a tricked out car that actually jumps off the ground.
Penny, being the wise guy he is, doesn't take the deal. In the end, they part ways on good terms. Well, folks, let's hope Penny finds another buyer who's willing to meet his price for this fully customized car. It's always a thrill to see unique items like this in the pawn shop, and who knows what will come through those doors next. Stay tuned for more pawn shop adventures, but here comes another gem-filled day at Les's Pawn Shop. Who knows what other surprises await us in the future? Stay tuned, folks, because the adventure at Les's Pawn Shop is far from over. Hold on to your seats because this next guy is about to unleash some of the rarest goodies on the market.
5, 6.
Brace yourselves, space geeks, because this is gonna blow your mind. So this guy rolls up with a bunch of crates, and let me tell you, the anticipation is real.
Got a couple things. I have some Star Trek things, and I also have things from NASA.
He's got some seriously cool stuff from the Star Trek universe, and even NASA. I mean, come on, that's pretty awesome. It's clear that this dude is a space enthusiast through and through, and his collection is off the charts. Honestly, it's a total flex. Like seriously, you gotta take a look at this thing.
This is all the kind of stuff that you're into.
Now, here's the kicker. Ashley confesses that she and her brother aren't exactly die-hard Star Trek fans. But guess what? Every time they get anything Star Trek related in their shop, it flies off the shelves.
I'm not a Trekkie girl, my brother's not a Trekkie guy, but when we get Star Trek stuff in here, it flies off.
Talk about a lucky break, huh? This guy managed to gather all these valuable items from various Star Trek conventions across the country, thanks to his gig as a truck driver. Talk about dedication to the cause. But wait, it gets even better. He pulls out this kit from Paramount Studios, which is a seriously impressive piece in his collection.
To give to radio station to run ads for the show.
It's an authentic set that was sent to a TV executive when Deep Space Nine first hit the screens. Now that's some next level stuff right there. You can't help but appreciate the sheer coolness of it all. Here's the catch though. All this awesomeness comes at a price, and Seth, our shop owner, is taken aback by the asking price.
This was $1,000?
Yes.
Wow. $1,000?
Yes.
Why? Why is that so
Because
much
it's
money?
custom built and it all lights up and works.
The guy wants a whopping $1,200 for everything, unless ever the savvy negotiator tries to bring it down to $700. It seems like a stalemate, but fear not, because Ashley steps in with her clever thinking. After some intense back and forth, Ashley manages to strike a deal.
7, 800.
She works her magic and secures all these incredible items for just $800. Can you believe it? Talk about a happy ending. Everyone walks away satisfied. The customer gets a fair price, and our shop owners have some killer new additions to their inventory. Who knew that a truck driver with a passion for Star Trek could bring so much excitement to our little shop? It just goes to show you never know what surprises are waiting around the corner. I kid you not. This next guy just pulled up with a true gem.
Checker taxi cab. I don't know about the original miles. Meter still.
Can you even fathom it? It's none other than a 1982 checkered cab. Whoa, now that's what I call antique. Take a gander at this beauty. It's in remarkable condition. It's evident that the owner showered this car with lots of love and care. Kudos to him.
Did you call for a cab? Did you call for a cab?
Now, hold on to your hats because there's more to this story. Our daring duo Les and Seth decided to peek under the hood. Lo and behold, their jaws dropped.
Look at that thing purr. Don't you lose money because you get there quicker? And it all goes...
The engine looks splendid, almost brand new. How cool is that? But wait, there's a fascinating tidbit about this cab. Back in the day, they used to write the rates right on the taxi door itself. Talk about genius! This way, the rates were fixed, making it easier to attract customers. It's a shame we don't see this kind of thoughtful detail nowadays.
The door. Did you see the rates on the door?
Yeah, I did. The shut up one is one I like.
And guess what? This car enthusiast doesn't just have one of these incredible cabs, but a whopping total of 4. 4, my friends! And out of all his prized possessions, he decided to part ways with one and sell it to this very pawn shop.
As long as the price is right and it's in good condition, we can make a profit.
Boy, oh boy, Les and Seth should count their lucky stars. Now brace yourselves for the asking price. This customer is seeking a jaw-dropping $10,000. Can you believe it? Les, being the inquisitive one, questions the reason behind such a hefty sum for what seems to be a mere antique car. Sensibly, Seth suggests that the customer take the car for a spin, just to ensure everything is running smoothly. Perhaps then they'll be able to negotiate a fair price. Good thinking, Seth. Les, ever the insightful one, recognizes that this is not just any ordinary car. It's a masterpiece, a truly unique item. Plus, considering its excellent condition, they can actually turn a profit from it. However, much to their disappointment, the customer refuses to budge below $8,500. Sadly, no deal can be made today. Nonetheless, Les wishes him luck, and we join him in hoping that the right buyer comes along for this exceptional ride. Fingers crossed, and walked away from the deal. But wait, there's more. You think Les will let him walk away like this? Les has something up his sleeve, and he does this. Well, after mulling it over, the customer finally caved in and agreed to Les's offer. That's the kind of influence Les has, folks. Somehow, people just can't resist his charm. Now, with everyone on the same page, they can all happily move forward. It's smooth sailing from here on out.
Get the out of here. Yeah, I know you want.
Gonna get your hands off.
Really?
You got me. No, she ain't by herself, man. She ain't by herself, my man. No, I call me.
I'm sure you're curious about what happened, so let's not waste any time and jump right into it. So this customer walks into the pawn shop looking visibly upset. As usual, Ashley greets him and asks how he's doing. Turns out he's not doing well at all. Here's the reason why.
I'm not doing so good.
No?
My grandma just passed.
I'm sorry.
I was like...
It's really sad to hear about it. Now, he brings along a ring that belonged to his grandmother. He wants to pawn this ring because he plans to retrieve it once he earns enough money. How sweet, right? However, it turns out that the ring is fake, which surprises the customer. Now, this got me thinking. Is he pretending or is he genuinely serious? It's hard to trust people these days, you know? But Ashley comes up with a solution to help him out by pawning his television. Can you guess what his response was?
What the I look like pawning my TV?
He starts getting rude with Ashley, which escalates into a heated argument. Then he demands his ring back, and not only that, he insists on being helped by another employee because he's annoyed with Ashley. And guess what happens next?
Put your finger in my face! Don't put your finger in...
Yep, that's how he ended up there. Crazy, isn't it? This customer's behavior became even more disrespectful. Just to prove that Ashley was completely wrong and useless. That's when, as you saw, the big guy steps in and knocks him down. But he continues to yell and curse at her. Eventually, Byron forcefully removes him from the shop.
You got me up. No, let's go. Let me go. Let me go, man.
Just when he thought everything had settled down, the customer goes ahead and threatens Ashley, saying he'll come back to get her. Oh dear, that's the biggest mistake he made since entering the shop. We all know what happens when someone messes with Ashley, right? Well, brace yourself and see it for yourself.
On the ground. On the ground. On the ground.
Dang, the customer was literally scared for his life. Next up, it was just another normal day at this famous pawn shop called American Jewelry and Loan, located right in the heart of Detroit, USA. He comes in with his Xbox and immediately tells Les that he needs to get as much money as he possibly can for it. He knew that they probably get a lot of Xboxes anyway, so that does not set him apart from the rest of the regular customers. He reveals that he needs as much cash as possible, and it is all for his girlfriend. I bet nobody saw that coming. This dude walks in and starts spilling some seriously bizarre beans. Now, Les wasn't sure if this guy was pulling his leg or being dead serious. It was a small amount. And Les was clearly not here for his unreasonable demands. Take a look at his reaction, Chop.
$300, dog. You don't have to raise your voice at me. You.
The customer then starts cussing. Well, at least they wished him a good day. Moving on to the next.
You talking to?
Alright, folks, let me set the scene for you. We got Sharonda and her son Deontay strolling into the pawn shop on a mission to get some bling bling for a special occasion. You see, it's Sharonda's birthday, and she's all about treating herself to some classic, fabulous jewelry. But hold up, here comes Deontay acting like he couldn't care less, the helpful employee trying to assist Sharonda in finding that perfect piece. And finally, down to the #1 worst customer. And someone finally put him in place. Whew, and verbally abusing Ashley.
Who's over you, ma'am?
Me.
It's somebody that's over you. Going to give me $500.
No, not talking to me.
For $500 to bail her man. That's a red flag right there, ma'am. Anyways, when Ashley asked her how she estimated $500 to be the value, she was fumbling and gave a very lame reason.
Because this is a new gig.
You threatened me? You're out. You're not.
For the last time, good lord, someone please ask her to zip it. And I swear, my poor ears were begging for mercy. But you know what? Kudos to Ashley for taking charge and showing her the exit door. She didn't let anyone rain on her parade and swiftly dealt with the situation like a boss. The store probably let out a collective sigh of relief when she was gone. Dude, just picture the chaos that would... No. Emotions just waiting to erupt. My back. If this dude's got any sense left in him, he better step up and start doing some major damage control. This is a replacement phone. Simple as that. But hold up a sec. Did he bother to bring the receipt? That's the million-dollar question right there. Because you know, without that little piece of paper, it's gonna be a bit tricky to sort things out. I mean, come on, it's like buying a ticket to a concert and then trying to get in without showing it. No can do, my dude. Receipts are like the golden ticket when it comes to returns and replacements. They're proof that you actually bought the item legit and can claim your rights if something goes wrong. Now, assuming he actually did bring the receipt, then it shouldn't be a major issue to get him sorted out. The store can check the purchase details, verify the warranty, and see what can be done about that faulty camera situation. It's all about following the proper procedure and making sure everything is legit.
I ain't got it with me, I ain't bring it.
So you're telling me you knew you had to get the phone exchanged and forgot the receipt? But Rich says they don't even sell iPhones for $200. So obviously my man over here is a scammer. Rich was very clear that he could look into it, but he needs the receipt. And he kept denying. Yet Rich asked him who showed him the phone so that he could double check. He randomly calls up one guy, and obviously the guy denies, saying they had iPhones on sale 2 to 3 weeks back, and the customer claims that he got it 2 to 3 days back. But obviously, the man didn't like the fact that he is getting caught, and you wouldn't believe what he said to Rich.
Mohawk, shut the hell up.
My Mohawk doesn't talk.
It clearly does.
Clearly it
Along
doesn't.
with that goatee,
Now,
too.
the goatee does.
Like seriously, this dude went way overboard. First, he rolls up in here with a fake item that was never even sold to him in the first place. What's up with that, right? And then he has the audacity to start talking back to Rich like he's the boss or something. Come on, man. Rich ain't just gonna sit there and let this guy run his mouth without firing back. It's all about standing up for yourself and not taking any BS from anyone. Rich had every right to clap back and put this dude in his place. I mean, it's crazy how some people think they can just waltz in and cause a scene without any consequences. But nah, that's not how it works here.
Okay, did that one work?
Pull the things up over your ears a little because you clearly can't.
No way, dude. Even while Big Joe was escorting him out, this guy had the nerve to keep shouting at Rich, trying to prove his point. Talk about audacity on another level. I mean, seriously, when you're already in a situation where you're being shown the door, you'd think common sense would kick in, and you just leave quietly. But no, not this guy. He just couldn't resist the urge to keep arguing and making a scene. It's like he thought he could still somehow win the argument or get his way by raising his voice. But let's be real here. Shouting isn't gonna magically make your point more valid. It's all about having a civilized conversation and respecting the boundaries. But man, I can only imagine the frustration and annoyance Rich must have felt having to bear all that unnecessary noise.
Send me a picture of the receipt from your phone.
Damn, my man Rich definitely got that one stitch on his head for a long, long time.
You better be lucky I could beat your man.
Today, a real gem walked through those doors. This guy, I kid you not, strolls in without a single thing in his hands. The suspense is killing me. What on earth could he be after? Brace yourselves, because this one's about to blow your mind. So a guy comes in asking to tattoo their logo and get paid for it? Now, I won't sugarcoat it. This idea might come off as a tad bit idiotic, but hey, different strokes for different folks, am I right?
I don't think that this guy was thinking through this. My dad wouldn't get it done, so why the would this guy get it done?
Guess what? Ashley ain't exactly blown away by this whole thing and finds it pretty dumb if you ask me. Just when you start thinking he's all about giving props to the shop, it turns out he couldn't care less.
You got any tattoos underneath? Holy moly.
This dude means serious business, I tell ya. Brace yourself for the mind-boggling price he's demanding for that tattoo.
Well, I'm looking in the range for about $1,000.
$1,000.
Yes.
He is so crazy for that. Now we're in a bit of a pickle trying to figure out who the real idiot is, him or Les. I mean, this guy is practically selling himself here. Come on, Les, get your act together, buddy.
He's gonna have a new tattoo.
Wait, you wear a shirt, so you'd be covering it up.
No, I wouldn't be covering up. I'd walk around.
But here's the moment of truth. Did they strike a deal? Drum roll. Nope, not a chance. This dude wasn't willing to budge below $500 for the tattoo, which kind of makes sense, I guess. But Les wasn't about to cough up more than $250.
$250.
Do it.
So hey, at least you didn't end up with that dumb tattoo, am I right? Now get ready for this next woman, cause it's about to get interesting. So this lady is trying to make some money by selling these coats to cover her bills. But honestly, the coats didn't look too great, and neither did her chewing.
415. Is that what you said? Well, I said it 400 apiece.
But Ashley was totally caught off guard by that. And seriously, the price is insane, don't you think? Now she's stepping in, offering some real prices. Let's see how the other person reacts to it.
$40.
No doubt that's absolutely hilarious. Now they're trying to haggle, but it's honestly gross and distracting when she chews like that. I mean, check out that silly behavior.
How's that go?
So the bodyguard is clearly here to kick her out, and you won't believe what she pulled off. That was just plain weird. But the next one is even weirder, believe me. And speaking of flirting, this next customer is on a whole new level. She's got a necklace in her possession, so she's not showing up empty-handed. But here's the twist. She's actually here for Ashley, or something else. Could it be her sneaky way of striking a deal with the pawn shop?
She's got a good personality, and she's so sweet.
Oh, snap. That's the thing, guys. A lot of people pull off scams like this. And let me tell you, the way this woman starts behaving with Ashley is just downright bizarre and idiotic. But hey, let's not waste any more time on the theatrics and get down to business, shall we?
Can I look that up? Yeah, I got even price.
I adore.
Now Ashley's starting to feel a bit uneasy with this whole situation. It's not every day you encounter someone acting all creepy when you've never even met them before. And here's the kicker. This woman insists she's been here before. But wait till you hear what the system records actually reveal. And trust me, it's gonna be a shocker.
I look her up in the system.
She's never been here, right?
I can't find her.
Well. Are we really surprised here? This woman just can't seem to stop flirting with Ashley. But what really concerns him is her dishonesty. And let me tell you, her response to it is nothing short of idiotic, yet undeniably hilarious. We've got ourselves a real comedy act unfolding right in front of our eyes.
So you lied to me?
I do like you.
No, you lied.
Now, I can't help but wonder if she was just playing her cards to seal the deal, or if she genuinely had a thing for Ashley. Either way, she managed to strike a deal, and now she's out of Ashley's hair. Mission accomplished, I suppose, now back at the pawn shop. And this time, we have a surprise because we've got a whole cast of characters in here today. Check out this lady starting off all cheerful and friendly, saying hi to the folks at the front desk. But out of nowhere, she does a complete 180 and turns ice cold. What's her deal? But guess what? The computer ain't lying, my friends. The receptionist straight up told her that her precious ring is nowhere to be found. And you know what? It's on her. If she really cared about that ring, she should have shown up way sooner to claim it, but she didn't, so tough luck, I guess. She should have just remembered where she left her stuff, but no. Instead, she's going off like some chatty old grandma, non-stop yapping about it. Oh boy, we've got a real character on our hands here. This lady just won't accept any responsibility, I tell ya. Hey lady, newsflash. It's your job to remember, not his. This is where she's really taking the cake and acting like a complete idiot. And get this, she starts pointing fingers at poor Les, blaming him for this whole mix-up. I gotta say, it's giving me secondhand embarrassment. Just look at the unending drama.
Sorry that your grandma's ring exceeded its time limit. You made the mistake and did.
But what we've got next will blow your mind. So it's just another day dealing with annoyed customers. This lady was supposedly waiting for 2 hours, or so she said. But man, isn't she a little too aggressive?
Oh, you gonna ignore me. Can I get some help?
Now Ashley jumps in to handle the situation, but this lady won't even let Ashley speak for a single minute. Such a big mouth.
You need some better help up in here. I've been standing here going on almost 2 hours.
This lady just won't quit shouting, and to be honest, Ashley is so done with it. But you won't believe what this customer does next. It's seriously shocking.
Because
he told me. Excuse me.
Seriously, what kind of lady does that? I get that she's mad, but why resort to getting physical when the manager is talking calmly too? Well, Les totally turned her down because it's just not worth that much. And this lady couldn't handle it, I suppose. You won't believe what she does next. Seriously shocking stuff. This customer walks in claiming she's here to get back the stuff she pawned off. But guess what?
Buy. Not pawn. They were buy.
Turns out she didn't pawn anything. She straight up sold it off. Man, this lady is clueless. She doesn't have her ticket and she expects someone to help her out? Seth tries to intervene, but it's pointless because this woman just can't grasp the fact that without the ticket, there's nothing anyone can do.
If you bring me the ticket, I'd be more than happy to take care of it for you.
I need my.
Show me the ticket.
I don't have my ticket.
Now she's all paranoid, thinking people are trying to deceive her, and she's planning to take matters into her own hands. Uh-oh, that can't end well. At this point, it's best to just walk away, lady.
Phone call.
A little phone call?
Be up here to handle y'all mother.
Who you having?
This lady is refusing to leave until her brother shows up to give the pawn shop owners a beating. How messed up is that? Seriously, this woman needs to just shut up.
Better be ready.
For what?
Because my brother's
Be
gonna
ready
come up here and
and do what?
See, I'm up, made me mess with the man.
What? Bro, what is you doing, man?
Y'all, man.
if you steal something, you're a thief. I mean, look up in the dictionary, that's what it means.
Bad parenting. The pawn shop door swings open, and a furious mother charges in like a bull in a china shop, demanding to know if her daughter sold her precious ring here.
How you gonna sit here and tell me? You told me you brought it here, right?
Yeah.
It best be here.
I don't have it.
Now what we gonna do? There's nothing I can do. What the hell we gonna do? Cause I need my nothing I can do. Don't I have to have my mother. I want my ring.
Not a good impression anyway. To diffuse the chaos, Ashley stepped up. Let's see if it helped or not.
You took your grandma's ring.
Yes.
And you pawned it. When?
The day before yesterday.
Okay, so where's your ticket?
I don't have it.
So let me ask you a question as a mother. Did you press charges against your daughter for being a thief?
I'm not pressing no charges against my daughter.
Then you can't get it back.
No.
Get a grip on yourself, Mommy. The woman just won't listen to anyone. Man, where do such people come from? No wonder her daughter's acting the way she is.
I came in here to try to resolve the situation. But yeah, you want to figure it out.
No. Hey, get off him. You better figure out some way to get your mom's ring back.
Watch when I get your ass home. Now see? Now you got labeled as a thief.
Coin thief. Ooh, there's a new player in the game. This fella's got a quarter that supposedly belonged to JFK when he got the axe. And guess who he's trying to sell it to? Les, of all people. This should be interesting.
Hey, the second person to touch it, man. You see this, man?
Who was the first?
JFK, man.
JFK.
Hell yeah, I'm trying to get 30,000 for it, man.
Really?
Our friend here needs to know that he's trying to close a deal with the boss. Yup, the big cheese himself. You know what that means? He better have some answers ready.
I don't think this guy even knows who the president is today. What year did they put Lincoln on the quarter?
67.
Who's on a penny?
Bill Clinton, whatever his damn name is.
Well, he means you'll have to take your business elsewhere if you want to avoid glitter and dancing. But anyway, this punk got mad, and here's what happened next.
Want to go out for the pass?
Please.
Man,
Follow him out.
Much, man. Man.
Oh, you forgot to ask you.
Let's go.
See how Mo made me mess with the oh, man.
What?
Man.
Bro, what is you doing, man?
Yo, man.
Pink coat. The woman swaggers into the pawn shop, yelling that the pink coat is hers. Guess who she encounters for the argument? That's right, it's Les.
Well,
oh no, she's done it now. What could happen to her after upsetting the big dog? Let's find out. What would you do if a man strolls into your shop with a massive bag? Obviously, you can't wait to find out what's in there. This is what this sneaky guy did.
Man, this is my bag.
Okay. What's in it? Tell me what that means, because maybe I don't understand what you're talking about.
Looks like the man had a top secret mission with this bag. He didn't let anyone unzip it. In my opinion, he's a freak. See for yourself how the whole scenario went down.
You can't bring in a big bag into a business and not expect to have it searched.
What the hell? Oh my God. My man, oh my God. What the hell?
Wow, that was unexpected. I can't believe what just happened. I might need a moment to process this. It's not something any of us were prepared for.
So I'm just gonna let things lie. If I see anything on the news, I'll report that he was here.
I saw that.
For all I know, there's a half-naked man in a gold G-string running around the streets of Detroit. Holy
Pregnancy deal. A pregnant mom walks into a pawn shop, excited to purchase a wooden horse for her unborn baby.
I was just here last week, and I seen this horse that y'all had, and I really want it. I didn't have the money last week.
For sure. You saw it? Where is it?
It's right over here.
Sure. When are you due?
Well, I'm due next month.
Oh, it's your first?
Yes, it is.
Oh, but the down part was that she has no money. How unfortunate, considering her husband left her. Hearing her story, Ashley gets all empathetic and decides to give away the object to the yet-to-be-born baby mama. This is what she has to say.
Let me tell you what I can do for you. You give me the 5, and then my gift to you is the remaining 15.
That'll be great. That'll be really great.
Okay?
It means so much to me.
Well, everything went well for the lady, and even Ashley was proud of herself for doing a good deed. Until this happened.
Help you and the baby. What the? Hello? Excuse me? Excuse me?
Wedding ring crook. Looks like someone's sleeping on the couch tonight. This wife found a pawn slip for her wedding ring in her husband's wallet. Time to hit up the pawn shop and get it back.
So your husband stole your wedding ring?
Yes, he took it because we're having financial problems. I get why he did it. I just want to pay for it and get my ring back.
Did you make a police report?
No, I didn't make a police report. The hell am I gonna make a police report for?
The angry wife missed the no ticket, no service memo. Ashley can only work with what she's got, lady. Don't shoot the messenger.
Let me explain to you how this works. First of all, I don't just look up somebody's name and give you their information.
I didn't ask you to give me the information. I asked you to look it up. How hard is that? You look it up in the computer, you take it, I pay for it, we leave. It's not that hard.
Okay, I know it's not funny, but Ashley's solution was hilarious. Here's how she managed the situation. Nobody saw it coming.
Is it
Take
that hard?
your pretty little feet, walk your pretty little legs out of here.
You are not. Just go back there and give me my How hard is that? You can't just go back there and type in a name?
It's time to go. The only person you should be threatening is your husband.
Invisible friend. A guy trying to pawn a fake bracelet walks into a store with his imaginary friend. However, Les was skeptical until the friend started haggling for a better price.
My partner right here, Robert, we want to pawn this.
You're who?
My partner, Robert, right here.
Here's a person talking to an invisible friend, but I didn't see him.
Well, well, well. Robert, the imaginary friend, needs a reality check. Maybe this dude should stick to playing pretend more believably. After all, the pawnbroker here is no fool.
Robert, tell him, Robert, tell him. This is worth $200.
It was a stainless steel bracelet that we don't sell here for $10. There was no way he was gonna get anything.
However, his get-rich-quick scheme wasn't so quick after all. The customer's face fell faster than a lead balloon. This is how we reacted to the situation.
And he talking about he can't give me nothing for this. What the is that?
No, come on, let's go to the outside. I gotta look at it a little bit more better. All right.
I ain't leaving. I'm not leaving, man, until I get some money. I'm not leaving, man. That man, let me go.
Stolen telly. This lady's ex-boyfriend pawns her TV for some quick cash. With determination, she enters the pawn shop and confidently declares, "I'm here to rescue my kidnapped TV."
I need to get my stuff, my 2 TVs.
I need your ID or the tickets.
I don't have no ticket or no ID. My stuff was stolen and pawned from my boyfriend.
We need him or the tickets. Or...
What you need him for? He ain't even nowhere around.
Ah, the policy police strike again. No ticket, no claims allowed. And in a spectacular display of logic defiance, here's how she responded to the situation.
Listen, don't land on my window! You bitch!
What, if I'm gonna have to get ratchet?
You don't pound on my window! Yes, I can! You can't!
Oh boy, it seems like someone stirred the hornet's nest. But fear not, Ashley swiftly shut down those threats like a master conductor. Lesson learned, universe.
Okay.
Oh, please.
Bye. See ya.
No.
You're crazy.
Yeah, I am crazy, and I'll show you crazy.
No password. Oh boy, trying to pawn that laptop at the store, but conveniently forgetting your password? Suspicious much? Brace yourself for some dose of skeptical boss lady.
You forgot the password.
Yeah.
How do you forget when's the last time you used this?
About a month ago.
You forgot your password?
Yeah.
Try again. She didn't know how to get into this computer. She didn't know the password. She didn't know the username.
Oh, so you didn't just find this laptop aimlessly wandering around in the wilderness and thought, hey, I should take this. I'm sure the lady was adamant that it's my laptop.
How much did you want to get on this today?
At least 165.
How's 125 for you?
No, I'm sorry, I can't do that. I need at least 165. I mean, I can't do 125.
All right, I can do 150, and that's what I can do.
Okay, can you do 165 or not?
Blink of an eye, the laptop lady became wild and crazy. Her responses and shouts made everyone wonder if she was off her rocker.
I am a grown-ass woman.
You're not acting
Flat
like
out.
one.
Like I said, I am a grown-ass woman.
You're not acting like
I'm
one.
not gonna sit here and argue with you. Like I said, I can take my business somewhere else.
Goodbye.
Well, online, these things go for $3,050 recognizable comic book heroes.
Silver Surfer. Oh, guess what? We've got a bona fide comic enthusiast here. Big surprise. Like, who isn't, right?
For $500.
Hey, genius. If you're after that dream price, maybe hit up a comic store. Selling your treasure trove at a pawn shop? Yeah, real brainiac move here, buddy. Custom-made electric chair. Folks, take a puff. We've witnessed all sorts of weirdness at the pawn shop, but this fella's cranked it up a notch. Check out his wild sell list.
So tell us a little bit about him.
We have Halloween retail stores. This is a custom-made electric chair. There's a whole show if you guys want to see it. Come
Sure,
here.
go ahead, show us.
Hell yeah!
I'm really into this kind of thing. This might be the new feature at my house on Halloween.
Oh, just what we all need. A bedside toy that screams Halloween 24/7. No biggie, except it's art, not like living in a slasher fic or anything.
So we're looking to get about $8,000. Brand new, they're just above $9,000.
And that makes a lot of sense.
Right.
Buy a used one that's 6 years old.
Well, the cool thing about this one is that they don't make them like this anymore.
You're
There's
right,
two
they
made-
don't. The new ones are digital.
Well, guys, Mr. Ambitious over here is dead set on this mystery item. Heaven knows what his grand plan is, but Les has a style for a bargain.
Thank you very much for bringing
Thank
it
you.
in. We appreciate it.
Damn it.
I'm a little disappointed that I gotta schlep it back home, but you know, with Michigan being, you know, like the #1 state for haunted houses and attractions and things like that.
Elephant skull haggle. Oh, guess what? No fancy sofa, no blingy ring, and no one-of-a-kind car to pedal? No worries. How about you trade an elephant skull for some greens? Because that's normal, right?
Skull of an elephant.
Really?
Very unusual.
It's very unusual.
My best friend had it, passed away, and I inherited this one. It's where the